everyone. We are back again. Getting back on that regular Sunday streaming schedule. So, Mother Dearest. Well, some people's Mother Dearest. My Mother Dearest is Kafka, but some people's Dommy Mommy is here. Jade. As shown by the last stream when we finally got introduced to her, I don't know what it is, but I am starting to get some... I was really excited to pull for her, but I'm getting like some bad vibes from her, so I don't know if I really want to pull for her anymore. And this shows a pattern, because anytime that there is a Nihility character, I end up never pulling for them. Which is a big annoyance when it comes to doing a lot of the fighting simulations, because I have no very built characters. But maybe her trial can convince me. Because I was really excited for Argenti's rerun, and so I'm probably going to pull for him. But let's see if she can convince me. What is your E?
There's a good child. Do as you're told.
Okay, so it's an AoE. She uses her snake essentially as a whip.
See that one there? Let's ring them dry.
Okay.
Look, a VIP.
Okay, her background music is pretty cool. And she's a support character. Interesting.
I always deliver.
Who will it be?
Bending the rules.
Time to twirl!
Okay, so she does like follow-up attacks with
I think something
hitting anyone who the main person has hit. Okay. Okay, I need Asta to like...
Time for a lesson.
Time to twirl!
Bending the rules.
Oh my gosh, her and Herta... Because they like... She follows up Herta's attacks and Herta follows up her attacks. Oh, those two would be deadly together. Oh, if you add, shoot. If you add Himiko into that... Oh my gosh. Okay, so that's what I was waiting for. Alright, so we'll start with Lynx.
Travel far away. For a tough case like yours, we're gonna try them all! So appropriate.
And then we're gonna
Everything
use
is ordained by the
Asta.
stars. Oh, profound secrets of the stars. Give these trailblazers your blessing.
We have a deal.
Okay, here's her AoE.
There's no backing out now.
Or her ult, I
For
mean.
me. Or for you.
Time to twirl! So, who's the little backstabber here? Do you know who I am? Ever see a diamond this big? Oh, it's all yours!
Interesting. Okay, so even though she doesn't support, her ult is a damage dealer. Interesting.
What are you looking at?
Who's the little backstabber?
Interesting that she's stating like who's the backstabber now, because her design is very like the snake from the Garden of Eden that tempted Eve. Which could be considered like the religious backstabber, but
Bending the rules.
I can definitely see she's pretty powerful, for sure. But between her personality, in game, of course, I probably would be more wanting to pull for Argenti. I might be pull for her on a rerun if the character she's running with is not someone I need Eidolons for. That's the same thing with Acheron. Sorry, not Archon. Different game. Acheron, like I would love to pull for Acheron. I feel like they're both in that same vein for me, but it's the person that they're running with overshadows them, if that makes sense. Not very excited about the fact that they're running with these three because I'm pretty sure I have Asta fully maxed out Eidolon wise. Natasha, I think I only need like one, and then I'm either maxed out on Serval or I'm really close. We can check that before we do pulls. But let's do Argentis. As you know, definitely love this man. He is delightful. I was so excited to pull for him when he first came out. His E is he blinds his opponents.
Above all.
But he does take a bit of work to be able to fight with. Like he needs like a team specifically kind of set up for him.
My guiding light. Wretched and freezing.
That'll take more than.
But once you have a team set up for him, he just rocks. Hence why they keep putting him in the different like weekly and monthly battle simulators that we have to do. All right, we'll do Natasha first.
Just a little something. Think nothing of it.
Better late than never. A thousand wonders to raise your good omens. Fight us one.
And then as you can see, his ultimate also has 2 rings. You can do his first ult, or you can wait and charge the second ring, and they do slightly different things.
That light once more. I will protect all beauty in the universe. Drilla.
Let's be friends, shall we?
We'll do the single circle next.
Beauty is eternal.
Okay, so as you can see, it's filling up that second one, so I'll show you what the first one is. Same animation though, I believe.
Beauty in the universe. Until I see that light once more, I will protect all beauty in the universe.
Nap time.
Welcome, customers.
My oath is to a solitary.
Stay close. Here stands the Silvermane Guard.
Wretched and fleeting. A test.
Nap time.
Let's be friends.
Just a little something. Think nothing of it.
My gratitude is yours. The beauty is eternal.
Seize the moment.
Time for a shot.
Welcome, customers. Can we talk?
Not each other.
There we go.
Thousand wonders. Fight us one.
And then here's it sped
Till I
up.
see that I will protect all beauty.
But yes, it doesn't look... And then, as you all can see, I skipped a few banners. I have been saving. Because the next couple of banners are going to bankrupt me, for sure. Because I am so excited for that Foxian Medicine Man. But you all know the drill. If I already have a character, I just pull... And if I win the 50-50, because a lot of times I'm not guaranteed, if I win the 50-50, great. If I lose the 50-50, also doesn't matter, because I already have the character. And so I pull until I get a 5-star, and then if we hit early, like it doesn't take the whole 100 pulls, and we have some extra time, we'll also see if we can pull for a one on his card. Ah, look, there's Sunday. I've seen that card around. And so we'll be happy either way. Oh, right, we were gonna check the 4 stars that are available. So while we were away, what I was working on Sushang, upgrading her, so we have that and her card. I don't have her personal card yet. I think she's one of the few that I don't have the card that has like their face on it. And then I literally, the reason why I'm in the snow plains currently is like I literally just got all the stuff I needed to max her out up to the final crowning. Yeah, so we'll work on a new character soon, since we're not getting a new 5-star today, or we shouldn't. Unless I lose the 50-50 to Clara, she's the only standard banner 5-star that I don't have. Which I wouldn't mind, because I have her 5-star light cone already. Let's see. Okay, I still need a few Natasha Eidolons, so I wouldn't mind getting her. I thought I only needed one. Asta is fully maxed out, I thought so. And so is Serval, so really I only need Natasha. So if I could get Natasha a couple times, that would be nice. Alright, everyone. What even is my pity? I think I'm high. That's why I didn't pull for Gallagher, because I was like, I can't risk it. Limited banner, 58. So we should hit, like, within, like, the next 20 pulls. 20, 30 pulls. Yeah, so this will put us at 68. We had a 1 in 3 chance. Alright. So that was 68, so this is 78. We most likely will, yep, we're gonna hit here. Okay, we'll just see how much pity we had. Like I said, if I win the 50-50, that's fine. If I lose the 50-50, that's also fine. It's so Asta again. That's not that kind of concerning. But it's so nice when you don't like have to have the character. You're just like, the pressure. Oh, look at him. And that was at 71 because we had Asta and a rando. So 69, 70. Yeah, 71. We got an Eidolon for him. So at least with reruns of characters and Serval, the other one I don't need. So that puts us at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 pity for the next time we pull in a banner, but we are not guaranteed, of course. With we haven't really gotten an Eidolon before, so I haven't like been able to explain my rules for that. Is that I'm only gonna pull once because they're more than likely gonna come back and have another rerun at some point. It may take a while. Oh, you came in just at the right time.
The beauty is universal. They exist within our grasp and beyond the grand expanse of the galaxy.
I was able to get, so I got Argenti on his first banner that he ran, and this time I was pulling to see if we could get an Eidolon for him, and we were successful. We won our 50-50. But what I was saying is that you all haven't seen me pull on a banner and successfully win the 50-50, because Jingyuan's rerun, I lost the 50-50. But the once we get an Eidolon, we don't keep pulling for his Eidolons. He'll have more reruns in the future, so that allows me to like not use up all my tickets in one go. So since we got him at E1, we're now gonna try and get his light cone.
When will you respond to my
to
pleas,
the second level up with my remaining tickets. But welcome, welcome. So let's, I don't think I have very good pit. Oh, no. Yeah, I have 0 pity on the weapon banner, but considering we were at really high pity for the light cones, we were able to do that. So I more than likely will be able to get a 5-star light cone again, whether we win the 50-50, up to streamer luck and the gotcha gods. Let's see, so this is at 0 pity. So that puts us at 10. So have you been, how's your pulling been doing? Have you been, oh, we got the 4-star light cone for, I'm really hoping since they have introduced this light cone card that, that means that Sunday might be playable at some point soon. I really want to get Sunday. I was so excited. And then they're like, actually, because Sunday's the boss, he's not going to be playable, at least not yet. And I'm like, no, please. Oh, okay. The game heard me and was just like, you want Sunday? We'll give you Sunday. That's a almost fully leveled up light cone right there. Back to back. Okay. Hopefully when Sunday is playable, not coping, I swear, this means that we will have good pull luck for Sunday. Okay. So that was 10. This is 20. The other 2 cards that are available. I'm pretty sure I have both of those maxed out, but if not, I'm close. Alright, this puts us at 30. I need like 2 more Sunday cards to max out that light cone. Oop, clicked out of that too fast. Alright, 40. Still no. Ah! That's it. Ugh. Issue with wearing earbuds, they're constantly falling out. Okay, and we just need 1 more of this light cone and we'll be full maxed on that new one. Topaz, I am 89% certain that I already have you fully maxed out. I do not need more. What was that? 40? Okay. 50. We're getting into early pity territory. Darn. Kinda hoping. Oh, and that's the last one I need for that light cone. Delightful. Oh, March. Hello. But I have her fully maxed out. But good to see you, of course. Glad you popped in. Okay, so we've hit 60, so hopefully 70. Okay, 5-star. Okay. Now, if we win the 50-50 is what happens. We were lucky with the Eidolon. I don't know if we'll be as lucky with the card. Okay, so that's 61, 62, 63, 64, 65, 66. It's making us wait. 67, 68, 69. Follows my stupid brain thought was just like, he follows the goddess of love, right? But that's such a dumb joke. So we are at 1 pity, guaranteed on nothing, and we survived with just short of 20 more pulls for the next time we pull. Alright, let's go to his light cone. You're about to consume a high rarity light cone. Yes, I am aware. Okay, so that was a pretty good pull session, I would say. We got his light cone up to level 2, and we got his Eidolon. So get to pamper Mr. Argenti today. Nice. Yes, I agree, Kalis. And then let's go into our bag and get that light cone situation set up since this is happening. Okay. Oh my gosh, I hope you have a good move. And like good packing. I know that is always very stressful. But hopefully wherever you're moving to is better, or that you're having a good time moving. Like, it's a good reason why you were moving. I'm stumbling really hard. But yeah. Hope everything goes well and that you stay safe. Oh, I did need one more in topazes. Oh wait, no, is this the I'm just making sure that wasn't a duplicate, because originally I was just like doing if I had duplicate cards, I would just like superimpose them so that my inventory wasn't cluttered. Okay. Which is annoying now that we can salvage the 4-star light cones, because I cannot get rid of ones that are superimposed. So I cannot get rid of the duplicates at all anymore. Let's see. Okay. But yeah, you can see some dupes. Like, we have this, and then I have this one here. And then, of course, we have this one, and it is up here as well with March. There it is. Fully maxed out, like that kind of thing. All right. I would say that was some very nice pulls. Thankfully, the Foxian medicine man. Sorry. Is like not the next upcoming banner because that would be rough. I believe we have a banner in between him and this one, so I can save up for him to try and get his pull him and to get his light cone. And then what's rough though is he's also running with Dr. Ratio, and I still need Dr. Ratio's light cone because when Dr. Ratio's first banner was with us, pulled for his light cone a bunch. Did not work. So hopefully on the second run we'll be able to get all the people we need. Oh, also the what you saw me just claim is on my streams. I do have the the streaming like time drops or whatever they're called, so you all can get if you go and like claim them, you should be able to get like some items. And then I should be, after another 2 hours of streaming, which I should like stream that much today probably, I will also be getting the Stellar Jade drop, so make sure you go and claim those because free stuff. What else? Let's get these messages done. Okay, Kalis, I believe people love to hear compliments. That's why I've started my daily podcast, not a podcast, where I give out compliments. Would you like to have a try? I would die, but yes, absolutely. Praise me as you please. Kalis. You are akin to a flower, unfurling in the wintry plains of spring, pristine and pure. As the snow recedes, you shall become an enchanting vision. You radiate with brilliance of the universe. Your noble character is akin to stars adorning the nocturnal expanse. Your presence is singular, unmatched in its essence. Allow me to bask in your splendor of your beauty. I would be dying. Okay, I would literally be crying. I'd just be like, we cannot. Okay, trust me, it's not embarrassing once you get used to it. Please come to me often and let me shower you with compliments, Kalis, because compliments lift spirits and bring out beauty. I cannot. I would literally be dying. Kalis, I'm struggling with what to have for dinner tonight. This might seem sudden, but I need your opinion on flavors. Which one do you like best, Kalis? Soft bread, hard bread, or perhaps buttered bread? I really do like buttered bread, but soft bread is just... Soft bread dipping in olive oil that has herbs and spices in the olive oil is so good. So soft bread, for sure. Oh no, not with the sweet flavor. Literally, I was dying, and so in Korea, like almost all their bread is like, it tastes like they added so much sugar to it. I had to go to like very specific places to find bread that did not have sugar added to it. I was like, I would not have picked that answer had I known that that was on there. I would have said buttered. Yes, it is indeed a great choice. Due to my rigorous training and constant traveling, I rarely have anything other than hard bread. But of course, I personally enjoy its rustic texture and slightly bitter flavor. It's just like the serene view outside the window right now. Great, so I'll go with an unusual choice of hard bread. Do you have any recommendations for what to have with it? Well, I mean, if you don't even have access to like soft bread, you probably won't have access to milk. So sausage. Please accept my gratitude. Oh, also, I was finally able to do this. There was not an achievement for it. So let me physically go there. Not that. Literally looking right at it, and my brain's like, where is it? So look, guys. No. Look, I finally got the defeat level 5 and 3 different paths done. Truly adventuring, godsend to playing Swarm Disaster. So the only thing left on the ooh, bumped my mic. Tilt that back. So the Trail Path Strider, the only thing I have left are these side cones, and I do have one. So you get these, like when you're playing Swarm Disaster and you get the little story bits, it has you make a choice, and a lot of times in the background you'll see like the different paths being like, oh, this is like the path of elation choice, this is the path of preservation choice, that kind of thing. So when you pick 20 choices in one of the paths, you unlock one of these hidden achievements. And so I finally picked 20 elation. Currently I am trying to, I think preservation is this first one. I am trying to click specifically preservation when I'm playing Swarm Disaster now to try and get that one. So we're getting close to being able to finishing Swarm Disaster. So elation is my only path that is fully maxed out. And of course, as you max out paths, the gameplay gets a little easier. So the closer you get to the ending, the faster you can also get the ending. And then we got a few more of the bug ones, so we only have 3 more of those. And then the last one of the architects. And then here we are. The 3 I was able to do was in Nihility, Preservation, and Remembrance. So just the first 3. And so we will continue trying to do the others and see where that gets us. But yeah, we are getting close to fully finishing Swarm Disaster, and then I can finally start Golden Gears and be like, I'm fully done with Swarm Disaster. I do not have to go back and do it. But yeah, I know some of you like to know what I've been doing battle-wise, that I am working my way towards the achievements on those. Okay, so now that we have spent 30 minutes just updating you all and doing pulls and stuff, it is time to get back to the main story quest, because we also have side stuff that I have not gotten to, and we are running out of time. So this one being the closest in time wise. I think I haven't missed anything. Yeah, no, okay. So unless there was like a shorthand event I might have missed, like the like this one. I feel like there was, because I feel like there was. Oh well, if I missed it, I already missed it, and I can't do anything about it. So let's get back to the extension of the main quest. So last time we were here, Jade and Topaz are talking with the remaining heads of the family, to see if they can worm their way into getting some ownership of Penacony. Nice. We woke up and we are just we're going to be witnesses to this discussion. And we are meeting up at the bar before we go to that meeting.
It's rare for all passengers to leave the Express together during a trailblazing expedition. But for Penacony, it seems most appropriate. Given the conductor's presence, there's no need to worry about it. However, it's crucial that we soon return to inform Pom Pom about the Nameless. In my dream, the Express stopped at many places, and passengers came and went. However, the 5 of us were always present, and the journey seemed never ending.
Oh, that's cute.
Perhaps this could be a deep-seated desire inside me. And upon realizing this, I knew it wasn't real.
No, we will totally be together, Dan Hong. No. Don't think like that, child. We will 100% go to many planets and continue to be the trio. Don't worry.
No related records exist in the databank, but I have a theory. The hidden dangers of the Order have always been within the Harmony, and this issue existed within the family from the very beginning. However, now that more powers in the universe are aware of this secret, the situation in the cosmos will become more complicated. Like I said, we'll go and see. Once we've packed everything, we should head to our next destination.
This trailblazing expedition has been thrilling and memorable. Hopefully we've all gained insights about ideals, paranoia, clarity, and dreams from the experiences we've had. One bird longs for the earth and the other longs for the sky. Even if Robin had to stop her brother with her own hands, she won't give up on him. However, facing punishment from the Harmony is inevitable. He will face a trial. As for further details, the family would rather not disclose them. Since the family took up residence in Penacony, the Order has been hiding in plain sight under the guise of the Oak family, using the Stellaron's power to strengthen their hold on the Sweet Dream, which eventually resulted in disaster. That's the claim the family makes. Whether they were truly unaware of all this is a delicate matter.
Politics that we shouldn't really involve ourselves in.
Venturine's efforts finally earned the IPC a seat at the table. As a result, a more senior representative arrived in Penacony and initiated negotiations with the family. As far as the Astral Express is concerned, the IPC will make for an invaluable ally during the negotiations to prevent Penacony returning to its former ways. Well, it was somewhat surprising. In that dream, I returned to my homeworld and reunited with my long-lost friends. And for some reason, Acheron resurfaced in my mind. When I realized that her conclusion was not preserved in memories, I became aware of the bitter truth. The conclusion of a journey can often be sorrowful. All we can do is to try to make sure it ends on a happy note.
Okay, we are missing 2 of them. There we go. There's March.
Guess what? Something weird just happened when I was on my way over here. Someone gave me a strange gift.
Sparkle?
So I unwrapped it and found out it was a button with a message on the back. Just press this button and all of Penacony will explode. That sounds terrifying.
Did you press it?
Of course not. Who would press something like that?
Me.
By the time I turned around, the person had already vanished. So I handed it over to a nearby hound. I heard there were many similar reports before the Charmony Festival started. I'm really worried about the future of Penacony.
Okay, Himiko? They said everybody got off the... Oh, well, I guess Himiko's not here because the talk to your fellow passengers optional thing went away. Alright, Soban.
Ready to mix your drink?
What happened
I'm
with
not
Gallagher?
sure. I haven't seen him since our last meeting at the lounge. Come to think of it, he always did come and go quietly. We used to discuss everything here. But every time he'd leave, I'd realize that I didn't know him at all. Such is the mystery that is Gallagher. I have a hunch. Perhaps he's already fulfilled his wishes and won't be coming back.
Okay, so this was the big thing. I saw a bunch of people being like Gallagher was dead. And then like she made the comment in our last stream and I'm like, "Wait, did Gallagher just die off stream?" But like the way that this is written, perhaps he has fulfilled his wishes and won't be coming back, can imply like two things. Either one, yes, he's dead, and that's like the whole like, oh, your grandmother has gone to heaven and she won't be back, or like your dog has gone to the great field in the sky or something like that. But like it could also mean, because Gallagher is a fictionologist, we learned that from him, that he could have just left Penacony. Like, he no longer has any ties here, he does not believe in the family, and he's essentially been acting as a spy for all these years for the watchmaker. And so he could just be going out to do whatever it is that fictionologists do.
Before we start, would you like to talk to your friends?
I already
have
talked
plenty
to
of
them.
time. All right, as you wish. Huh. I think I have an idea about what drink to make. Would you like it bitter or sweet? It's up to you. Choose the flavor that suits you best at this moment.
Bitter.
Here's Bitter Dreams, the least popular drink in this bar. It's bitter and sour. Just like the harsh realities of life. Not a bad choice. Let's start mixing.
I'm not, if something's overly sweet, I can't really drink it myself. I really like sour stuff. Death is a bitter truth, but what you did will be remembered by history.
Words always fall short. If you want to bring closure to past events at this lounge, there's no better way than mixing a drink. Blend all your memories and emotions together and stir them well. Through the filter of time, what remains in the glass is something to savor. Well, it's done. Here's to the nameless resting in peace. And to my friend, Gallagher. Death is a bitter truth, but what you did will be remembered by history. We're not accepted by the outside world, so we've gathered here.
At least to Siobhan, it sounds like she's accepted that Gallagher is probably dead. Or just in the fact that he's not going to ever return, and so he might as well be dead. Why does this keep shifting right here? And so that's interesting. Are we just gonna lose a character every single area? Because we lost Tingyun in the Cienjo area, and then I guess we may have lost Gallagher here. I don't think anyone died in Belobog, but also Sampo is like sketchy.
And one day, our souls will return to the same place. Cheers.
Guys, let's make our way to the Radiant Feldspar. I'll wrap things up soon. Let's meet at the aft pool in the stern. Roger, catch you later. What have you been doing, Miss Miko? Hey, I was about to ask the same thing. Smug little face emote. It's a secret for now. Be patient, you'll find out at the opening ceremony. Hey, I can't wait. All the flowers are dying. That's an interesting achievement name. Here's to the departed, toasting the bitter reality. Okay, so it really does sound like the game is implying that Gallagher, like, once his, like, once his like this. Oh my God, not to-do list. Well, it is a to-do list, but it's a better word for that. Once his attachments to Penacony finally were put to rest, that he was finally able to let go and pass on, potentially. Because in the game, they have mentioned that, like, the souls of people can remain in Penacony even after the body dies, because we've had those, like, side characters. So potentially that might be what happened to Gallagher. And so essentially one of those, like, you put the ghost to rest by doing what it is that they were missing, that, like, was keeping them around. I can't remember the word. But yeah.
Oh, are you leaving? Oh, then take this with you. I've mixed more of this last special drink for you. The past shouldn't be forgotten. So I hope it brings back the flavors of Penacony.
Thank you. I'm sure it'll leave a lasting impression.
If you happen to run into Gallagher, make sure he has a sip too. I know his tastes, and he'll be thrilled.
I like how I was immediately like, okay, I'm accepting that Gallagher's dead. And then the game's like, but actually he might be alive.
Alright, enough with the heavy stuff. You guys have important things to take care of. So let's not dwell on things. Whether it's the Astral Express or Penacony, there's still a long journey ahead. So let's lift our spirits, guys, and embark towards our tomorrows.
Oh, going back to Jade's point of view. Interesting.
Old Odie is a tricky opponent. I didn't expect him to take the risky step of going public at such a critical moment for Penacony.
Indeed. He's definitely bold. It's that kind of boldness that made him the Odie Alfalfa he is today. Still, the outcome is uncertain. Shouting loud doesn't necessarily carry any weight. What about the phone call I asked you to make, Topaz?
See, but if essentially what the business is doing is going from a sole proprietorship to a shared model where you can buy stocks in the business, usually meaning that you have some say in the outcome of the business because you own part of it, can't, with all of the IPCs just absolutely ludicrous resources, can't they just, like, every time the stocks go on the market, like someone's selling their stocks, can't the IPC just buy them so that they have more shares in Penacony? Like, I don't understand why this would be a problem for the IPC. Like, they can literally just buy out Penacony over time. Good example being, like, oh my gosh, maybe it's not a good example, maybe it's dating me. The original Spider-Man, with the Green Goblin, right? You have that scene where he's, like, there with his, like, with the people that have the majority of his stock shares in his company. And, like, they're telling him that they have bought enough that they want to boot him out of the company because they have more shares than he does. So even though he built the company, he is the original person who made it, because they have more shares in it, they own more of it at this time. They are able to make final decisions, and so and then he gets pushed into being Green Goblin mentally, right? So that's, like, the same thing here, like, with the IPC's resources and the fact that they have stated that they can wait. Like, why not just over time buy out the Penacony stocks until you own the majority share of Penacony? Like, is it just, like, a timetable that they need access to something on Penacony now?
Ah, they agreed. But it'll take some time before they arrive.
Just as it should be. The sweet dew should be served after the bitter poison.
Oh, are we playing good cop, bad cop, with Jade being the bad cop, and then once she leaves, the nicer person will come in?
Looks like we'll be skipping the exchanging apples step this time around.
Now that we're dealing with a greedy merchant, a simple apple wouldn't make a difference. Well, I guess I included myself in that remark too. Now I'm a bit curious, Topaz. Do you think Penacony is a quality asset?
Yes. Despite its recent calamity, Penacony remains a top-quality asset within the cosmos, with good credit, lucrative potential, and promising prospects.
Well, that's obvious. But what I truly wanted to know is, this project is obviously too bland for your taste, isn't it?
That's true. I wouldn't be here if it weren't for Aventurine.
But despite that, you trust him. You even entrusted him with a cornerstone. Something as precious as life itself, to finish this gamble.
Are you not in the same boat, Miss Jade? Without us playing along, your Jade Stone wouldn't have made it across the border so easily, allowing you to see all desires that flow through dreams to gain a bargaining chip in negotiations.
Love that she's calling her out.
That's why I'm willing to stake my topaz stone to cover for you. It's like one big elaborate game of chess.
Once that kid sets his mind to something, nothing can stop him. Not even fate. Well, at least he's still alive, and that's the best outcome.
Looks like we've strayed off topic, Miss Jade. Should we discuss our next steps?
No need. I'll go it alone. Meanwhile, you can go greet our honored guest and wait for my message.
Okay.
Are we the honored guest?
Is that Robin? Huh. She's also here on the Radiant Feldspar.
Poison and Sweet Dew is her title. Interesting. Okay. Where are we map-wise? Okay, we're still in the Radiant Feldspar, but like a different level? No, because I think this is where we were. We just lost our teleportation abilities. Oh, I hear... Oh, there it is. I was like, I literally hear a treasure chest. Where is it?
Greetings, Miss Robin. I didn't expect to meet you here.
Miss Jade? Greetings. The opening ceremony for the Charmony Festival has been moved to the Radiant Feldspar, so I'm here making some preparations. How about you? Have you spoken with Mr. Alfalfa?
I'm actually on my way to meet him right now. Do you know him well, Miss Robin?
Unfortunately, I've never met him. I've only heard a few comments from the former head of the Oak family. Mr. Alfalfa is respectable when it comes to business, but in other respects, I can't say the same.
Where do you think the future of the planet of festivities is headed?
I believe the sweet dream will see its rebirth. Just like the Radiant Feldspar resumed its voyage, the Harmony needs a new direction. Only by bidding farewell to the past can we actually sail into the future. There are no permanent allies or everlasting enemies. So let's both take what we need from this deal.
Naturally. I'm looking forward to your performance. See you at the festival.
See you later, Miss Jade.
That was slightly a verbal catfight. Love that. Oh, so this is where the birds are hanging out this time. Oh, can we keep going up? Oh, speaking of bird.
Not exactly eye-catching.
Oh, it's letting me wander around. Oh, these were the doors I couldn't go in earlier. Okay.
Thank you for your patience, Mr. Alfalfa. let's continue our discussion.
Figured out something already, Miss Jade? But where is Miss Topaz?
Topaz has something else to take care of. You'll be seeing her later. Talks can still continue between the two of us.
Is it just me, miss? Your tone sounds very different now.
She's like, I have moved past where I'm gonna try and be nice. We are now moving into I am bad cop.
I need to set a good example for my junior. It's not a good habit to be too loose-lipped during negotiations, right? Now we can speak frankly and openly. Do you believe what I said, Odie? You're not the only merchant who has seen the changes in the cosmic market over the past 10 Amber Eras.
Interesting. Now that's interesting. Good. It's good to be straightforward. Openness and transparency are my things. So, tell me, what's your next move?
Unfortunately, I'd like to speak the harsh truth before laying out my plan. Let's cut to the chase. First, your plan won't work. Penacony has no way of sidestepping the IPC and going public. Second, you can't stop the IPC from entering Penacony. We've got all the time and connections in the world to find a way in. We'll keep tearing down and rebuilding this place until the Asdana system gets used to the IPC's ways again. Now, I'm repeating your words exactly. If you don't want to be a laughingstock and have everyone gunning for you at the official conference, you'd better drop your little pie-in-the-sky plan.
Oh, interesting. Indeed. You surely have a way with words. Now, I'm curious to know what you have up your sleeve.
Mr. Alfalfa, let's not forget that the IPC controls the biggest interstellar publicity platform. More than half the news networks in the universe take their orders from us. The moment news spreads about Penacony going public, trillions of customers will immediately receive a message like this. The family's protection for Penacony has expired. Any mishaps in the dreamscape could result in permanent brain death. Care to guess how many ways we have to turn alfalfa credits into worthless junk within a measly 24 system hours? With the entire cosmos keeping a close eye on Penacony, I assure you, it won't be too hard.
You really think you can pull that off?
Even from Pier Point, as distant as it may be, I'm more than capable of keeping you on a tight leash. However, if you agree to give up that half-baked plan to go public, the IPC will assure you that we'll never jeopardize the interests of the family heads under your leadership. After all, we also need allies here in Asdana. The IPC can assist Penacony with financing, starting by acquiring 30% equity shares. With our financial support, stabilizing and rebuilding Penacony will be a piece of cake.
30% equity, you say? Who can guarantee you won't want more in the future?
That's the brilliant part of it all. The answer is simple. No one. There are no guarantees. It all hinges on self-awareness and mutual respect. However, the board of directors will consider the interests of the family heads to some extent.
To some extent.
You're a smart merchant, old Odie. Isn't the whole purpose of this elaborate game to showcase your business acumen and seek more benefits for the family? It benefits us if we both take a step back. And if that's not enough for you, I'm pretty sure that another goal of making Penacony go public is to expand the influence of the Planet of Festivities and attract more customers. I understand your concern, and I have a solution for that, too.
Fine. Now I see your sincerity. As the head of the Alfalfa family, I don't think I have any reason to refuse your offer.
I will say, I know that the Oak family turned out to be evil, evil-ish, following a different eon than the rest of the public. But at least when they were in charge, per their concept of being the sturdy oak tree that weathers against the storm, they did not allow the IPC during any of that time to be able to take over / get a hold in Penacony in the entire time they were in charge, whereas the new head immediately crumbles.
However, as their chosen one, I still need one final answer.
Also, their chosen one, have Shipe show a sign to us as the freaking observer that you are their chosen one.
Go ahead. I'm listening.
When I was a child, I heard the adults recite the tale of the ancient Amber Era. About the ascension of Shipe,
Excuse
the
me.
Harmony, and the downfall of Enna, the Order. The Order and the Preservation used to be close in ancient times. So, why does the IPC, as a follower of the Amber Lord, seek collaboration with the family instead of aligning with the Order?
The answer is simpler than you think. It's all about credits. Everyone's favorite thing and the universally recognized currency among the stars. The IPC has the power to perpetually ensure their value. With each new world integrated into the credit system, the IPC adds another building block to its cause. Eventually, all exchanges, capital, and businesses will operate within a unified monetary system.
Yeah, one that you control.
By then, all planetary developments will be recorded in accounts with well-defined values and the ability for exchange and circulation. And the heart of everything will be Klepoth's credit.
This sounds so rehearsed. Like, she has had to explain this before, and it's just second nature to, like, recite this. So it sounds fake.
And then the IPC will be able to exert influence over everything.
Like, yeah, it's also like, what is it about will be Klepoth's credit? She's like, will be at the base of it all. What about the Amber Lord? What about Klepoth, the Preservation, whatever you want to call him, requires him to have credit, kind of thing? So like, because from what we know from the backstories that we get in the simulated universe, the Preservation, quite literally, it just takes resources from nearby planets and is building a wall. A wall for what? Nobody knows, but he is continuously building a wall, and his hammering is so consistent that everybody uses it as like a measurement of time, right? And so I'm over here just like, this sounds so suspicious.
Our intention is to establish enduring preservation, so I'm sure you can understand. This universe doesn't need two types of order.
Well said. Now you've convinced me. All right. Tell me your solution. Let's see if we're thinking the same thing.
Then let's continue our conversation. Please, Topaz, invite Sweet Dew to join us at the table.
Himiko? Why are we teaming up with Jade?
Thank you for your presence, Miss Himeko. Please allow me to introduce her to you, Mr. Alfalfa. This is Miss Himeko from the Astral Express, one of the future shareholders of Penacony.
I've heard so much about you, Mr. Alfalfa. It's an honor to meet you as representative of the Astral Express.
This stunning lady is the navigator of the Astral Express? It's a pleasure to meet you.
I believe everyone here is familiar with the general contents of the proposal. After this round of financing, the IPC is expected to hold 30% of Penacony's shares. Then, The IPC will transfer 5% of that stake to the Astral Express and recommend Miss Himeko as an independent director to honor the sacrifices and contributions made by the former Nameless to the land of the dreams.
While this decision isn't finalized yet, we are honored that everyone here recognizes the way of the Trailblaze. While the Nameless didn't embark on their journeys for fame or fortune, if this is the wish of both the family and the IPC, I will represent the Astral Express and fulfill my duty as a member of the board of directors. The entire crew has agreed to assist in the reconstruction of Penacony. Beyond that, in our future travels, we are committed to bringing the beautiful dreams of the planet of festivities to more worlds. Of course, all cooperation is based on one premise. The path of harmony in Penacony must not be distorted again, and such a tragedy must never recur.
Himiko? I am actually shocked. I fully expected it to be another member of the IPC. Himiko, I'm gonna need some further explanation. Like, I guess the Astral Express must get their funds from somewhere, but like, yeah, I'm gonna need Himiko to explain this one.
Old OT is in agreement, so the issue is settled, I presume. What about the remaining family heads?
They will soon realize the situation. When old Odie answered the last question, he represented more than just the Alfalfa family.
When should we schedule the formal negotiations? I'll handle the arrangements.
It's all up to you. I'll step back and let you handle the negotiations and takeover. I won't be involved.
But Miss Jade, this is...
Aventurine initiated this case, and you were his project partner. If that kid hadn't overplayed his hand, I wouldn't have been pushed to the forefront. I came here today to help you sort out the toughest issue. I trust you'll be able to wrap things up quite nicely, little Yelena.
I hate how she says that. But okay, so just in their setup of their hierarchy, so it's just like, she's like almost like a, their project managers, Adventurine and Topaz, and then she was like their boss, who was like stepping in to help them out of a tricky situation, and it's like, okay, back to your project.
Of course, there won't be any problems. And please, give Diamond my assurance.
Don't worry. Diamond has always trusted us. I'll put in a good word for you, and you'll have your P-45 position back in no time. Radiant Feldspar. What a fantastic ship. Now that my business is done, it's time for me to indulge in my own little hobby.
You want to open a Bon and Jade exchange branch on this ship too?
Opportunities like this don't come around often. Just look at the guests on this ship. They're surely holding a wealth of valuable treasures. Well, I'll take my leave. A pawn shop can't run without a boss. See you around, Topaz.
I have one more question for you, Miss Jade.
Go ahead.
That dose of bitter poison. I'm curious as to how you found this information.
I didn't find the information. It came to me. It was from a lady concerned with the future of the Harmony. In return, I've agreed to help her with something. But that's for later. We can deal with it after we leave Penacony.
I'm assuming this must be Himiko that they're referring to, that Himiko brought them this information. But like, again, why is Himiko helping the IPC? Like, we know, or like, we're pretty sure that the IPC is probably evil, considering they're a capitalistic megacorporation monopoly.
You see, that's what investment is all about. The seeds of opportunity are already sown. They only need a little bit of nourishment to take root. And then after, All we need to do is wait patiently. Like right now, for example. It's just about time my final guest boarded the ship.
Would that be us? Oh, no, Firefly. I have not been able to guess a single person correctly so far. I saw us briefly.
Sneaking in was way easier than I thought. The family's security is as lax as ever. So, this is the Radiant Feldspar. So luxurious. A pawn shop that grants wishes. Is there really a place like that on the ship?
How would she already have heard about Jade's pawn shop? Jade stated that she hadn't even set it up yet.
I'll find out for myself if the rumors are true or not.
Right here. Just completely face planted.
Pardon me.
Is that him? Huh. Vanished in the blink of an eye. So the Astral Express is here too.
Yeah, we were over here earlier. I saw the treasure
Harmony
chest
Festival
and
has
was
really
like,
been
why
Inspection
is no one
complete.
getting that?
Nothing suspicious.
What happened to Penacony?
Wait, where did he go? Or where did I go, technically? What? No, I was literally right there, and then I was like, oh, I'll grab that and walk back to us. Wait, literally, where did he go?
By the way, there's one more thing. Mr. Alfalfa and I discussed it. I'll present a gift to the Astral Express on behalf of the family, as a token of gratitude for the Nameless's contributions to Penacony. Please help me with the necessary arrangements.
Right away, Miss Robin.
I'm vaguely concerned that this is Sparkle pretending to be Robin again. And this was all a plan to get a bomb on the Astral
Can I ask you
Express
something?
to repeat. I might be overthinking this, but to repeat the prank that Aha did to the train back in the day.
Oh, greetings, miss. Is there anything I can help you with?
Do you know how to get to the pawn shop?
Pawn shop. Ah, you must be talking about Lady Bonajade's place, right? I heard she offers special services there. I've marked the pawn shop's location on your device. Please feel free to check it out.
Lady Bonajade. I think I've heard that name somewhere before. Was it from Silverwolf?
Optional, find the
Come to think
trailblazer.
of it, she disappeared after mentioning that she was going to meet with the Genius Society. I wonder how things turned out for her.
Optional, find the trailblazer. Well, I immediately need to go look for me. I disappeared really quick, though. Oh, I hear the bird.
I want to play some more!
If I win, your chest is mine.
Who said I was betting with you?
I did.
They are still a ball of fire as ever. Sorry. but I've got to find Lady Bonajade first.
Going my way. Open 300, or new Penacony Dreams. Open 300 chests in Penacony. And as Firefly run into the express crew on the Radiance Felspar.
Hey, excuse me? No, it's not the best time. Sorry, but I've got...
Oh, I'm literally unable to go up and talk to him. Okay.
Welcome to Bonajade Exchange, Radiant Feldspar branch. How should I address you, dear lady?
Just call me Samuel.
Samuel. Nice name. So what do you need, Miss Samuel? And what are you willing to give up in return?
Oh my gosh, it totally sounds like a deal with the devil.
I want to keep on living. And for that, I'm willing to give up everything I have.
Everything you have?
That's right. Everything.
Miss Samuel, I think you'd best turn around. It seems you're not quite familiar with the term pawn.
What do you mean?
I mean it literally. I sense your burning desire to live, but unfortunately, you don't have anything of equal value to offer.
Okay. A pawn shop that grants wishes. I see. It's just a marketing gimmick.
Firefly, you have to be like, a pawn shop still is an equal rate of exchange. You have to have something of value to exchange. It's not just a genie in a lamp that just gives you whatever you wish.
Well, that's quite a harsh accusation. I understand you may not fully comprehend what I mean, but don't worry. I'll help you understand. Go and talk to these people. They're all customers of my pawn shop. See for yourself if their wishes have come true. Once you've done that, come back to me. I'll help you understand the true meaning of pawn, and make you realize what you're missing.
That Lady Bonajade feels more like a moneylender rather than the owner of a pawn shop.
Oh my gosh, Kalis, what are you doing?
I've got nothing better to do anyway. I'll do as she says and see what happens.
I love just seeing them doing random stuff.
Which one should I pop? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Danheng and Void Ranger Jive.
Don't change the words.
No, it's not the best time to do that.
Oh my gosh. Dodog's like, I don't have time for your nonsense.
Sorry. Okay.
I really feel like you should be fact-checking this person's identity with Silverwolf. I know that the game is like, she can't do that because she... because like Silverwolf went silent, radio silent. But I still feel like there should be some way for her to fact check who she's dealing with. But I'm sure Elio foresaw all of this.
Got it. You stupid little girl. Coming back to lose more money, huh?
Enough talk. Let's get started. This will be our final game. I'm betting my entire fortune.
Oh, a big talker, huh? All right, let's see what you've got.
Yeah, okay. Origami Bird Clash is a match 3 battling game. So, like, Candy Crush. Where you have to match and clear fruits within a certain number of moves and increase the origami bird's combat power. At the end of the turn, the system will calculate damage based on the combat power difference, and if the opponent's HP is reduced to 0, you win. Clear fruits to increase the bird's combat power. Each cycle has a limited number of moves, and the cycle ends upon running out of moves. Okay. Is it only match 3 or can you match more? How is this possible?
I won? I actually won!
This can't be! You lost to me 10 times in a row. How could I possibly lose to you at such a crucial moment?
It's true! Lady Bonajade has truly blessed me! Finally, my luck has turned for the better. Great new era for Stacy. The Master Gambler has arrived!
If that's, because I'm pretty sure this is the event. This one. If that is literally what the event is, I will do that off screen so that you all don't have to watch me play Candy Crush, essentially. I don't feel like Lady Bonajay could really influence that. I feel like this is one of those, like... Oh wait, I need to make sure that I check where the Trailblazer is. I feel like this is one of those, like...
Got it.
Oh, is this the guy that's pretending to be adventuring? One of those, like... placebo effects of, like... Lady Bonajay gave her the confidence, and then because of that, she's like, oh, this is only because of the effect of Lady Bonajay, but it's really she just needed that boost in confidence and luck. Okay, we're on the hunt to see if we can see the Trailblazer doing anything.
Watch yourselves in front of the IPC.
Okay, it doesn't look like they're doing anything in here. Oh, how do I get out of here, actually?
Prepared a gift for you, Dorothy. Check this out. Whoa, what a beautiful necklace. Is it made of cymophane? It's stunning. How did you know I love jewelry made of cymophane? It has the same purple hue as the necklace my dad gave my mom. I've never told anyone about it. How did you find out, Del? So, well, will you go out with me? I will. Really? I mean, really? I never said yes before because I thought you had no idea what I liked. But this gift made me realize you were actually paying attention all along, trying to learn everything about me. So yes, I will. Wonderful. My wish has actually come true. So, shall we go, Dorothy? Let's go outside and enjoy the stunning views of the 12 hours. Yeah, let's go.
Okay, so that was a bit of information gathering, which allowed him to do that, but not a life-changing thing.
Hey, did you see that? The gray-haired one outside. Don't look around, just focus on your drink. Seriously, they look like a total lunatic.
Is that him?
Oh my gosh, Kalis, what are we doing? I know we're talking to the birds, but what are we doing? Literally, is this what we do at our free time? Kalis, please. That is not the way we came. I need to find what I'm looking for.
Chirp, chirp. Origami bird. Hey, little birdie.
Come on. Oh, come down already. Everyone's staring at you.
No, it's not the best time to do that. Sorry. I'll catch up with you.
I thought all the headcanons that, like, Kalis was, like, the trailblazer was a little bit cuckoo, or like, oh, yeah, you can kind of choose whether to make the trailblazer, like, the super calm, collected person, or, like, carefree and kind of, like, stupid. But I guess I guess the canon answer is, rowdy trailblazer, I guess.
Hey, did you see that? The gray-haired... Seriously.
Yeah, you heard right. I've got him. He's been hiding at the moment of soul in Penacony, using a fake identity. And he even posed as a professor at Paperfold Academy. I've made a deal with the family. I'll leave the extradition-related paperwork to you. How'd I find him? Well, let's just say I had some help from an influential figure. Don't ask for the details. 22 years. Yeah. 22 years of chasing this guy all over the cosmos. You know, never thought it'd end up like this. Right here. I'm gonna hang up for now, partner. I need to raise a glass to myself.
Walker hangs up the phone and a drop of fuel seeped from the deep metal constructed eye sockets. Those were tears of an Inteleron.
All of their wishes actually did come true.
Okay, it looks like a lot of information gathering.
But I just don't understand. How did she do it? And what does pawn really mean? I should go back and ask.
I mean, it seems like, from what I can understand of those three different situations, is it all seems to be like information-based things. Like, and pawn just might mean that, like, you are an added spy in her information network. And so, like, to become, she needs you to be, like, useful, I guess. But, like, I don't see why the Pepeshi child would be useful unless it's just, like, since it's a Pepeshi, maybe some eyes and ears into Penacony that people wouldn't expect because it's a child. Like one of those, they're gonna be raised with loyalty kind of things. Kind of what seems to have happened with Topaz towards her.
So you're back, Miss Samuel.
Yeah. I found those people. And it seems their wishes did come true after visiting the Bonajade Exchange. But I'm not sure what you want me to see. They all seem to be living fulfilled lives.
Not so fast. This step was just to show you that the Bonajade Exchange is genuine. That I had the power to grant their wishes. And now, I'll tell you the price they paid. Dell was from a wealthy family. He was head over heels for Dorothy, and wanted to win her heart. So he made a deal with me. He put up his entire fortune in exchange for a gift that would impress Dorothy. It was a piece of cake for me, thanks to my IPC connections. However, Dell will soon find himself evicted from the dreamscape because he can't afford his room. Whether he can bounce back from poverty, well, that depends on him. Let's just hope that necklace will keep their relationship from crumbling. Then there's Stacy, a lady with a gambling addiction. She wanted some serious luck, but she had nothing to offer. So I took something else instead. I took away all her close relationships. From the moment she stepped out of the Bonajade Exchange, every casino in the cosmos would remember her name. But her parents and siblings would sever ties with her, and it would be impossible for Stacy to make any real friends again. She will accrue a vast wealth due to her good luck, but she'll never be able to use it for the people who truly matter to her.
So in this case, she's letting the casinos know about her to essentially rig the game in her favor to make her lucky. I just don't see how she could take away her close connections, you know what I mean? Like, because then we're stepping into the realm of power of, like, genies, kind of. We're still, like I said, like, demons in, like, deals in that manner. But, like, up to this point, I haven't seen anything that would suggest that she has this kind of ability. So, like, my only guess is that she, like, she just has, like, someone who's just gonna watch her for the rest of her life, Stacy, I mean, and, like, threaten anyone who tries to get close with her. Like, I don't understand how this one works. The other one, I can understand. But also, that poor Pepeshi kid, they're still a child.
As for Detective Walker, he spent 2 decades chasing down a wanted criminal for some heinous crime. But he never caught the guy. In his desperation, he came to me.
Also, is Walker a reference to Walker, Texas Ranger, potentially? Bounty hunter?
He offered his own memory system as collateral. In due time, his memories as a detective will be erased, and he will completely forget his own identity and all the sacrifices he has made. Interesting, don't you think? I fulfill people's desires and grant them favors, and soon they come back to me with even greater desires.
She's creating, like, a cycle of just, like, you like, give me this wish, and I grant it to you, but it has horrendous outcomes. And then you'll come back to me desperate to fix what you had prior to the wish, and then you give her more, and it just is it's literally the Ouroboros with the snake eating its tail. And also still definitely giving hints of that veracity, that the preservation might be following veracity and not preservation, that the IPC might be following the eon of veracity and not preservation.
When people see others' desires get fulfilled, they develop their own desires. It seems like an endless cycle, but it does have a goal. In the end, I will get what I desire from this whirlpool.
So she's producing this cycle of granting people's wishes so that the rumors of her shop get out, and I guess she's probably got, like, an ultimate goal of, like, eventually I will attract certain customers that will offer me what I originally wanted. It's just a very, like, slow gamble.
And patience happens to be one of my greatest strengths. So now, do you understand what you must give up, Miss Samuel? Or should I address you as AR-26710, a remnant of Glamoth's Iron Cavalry?
I'm not surprised.
You are much calmer than I expected. Entropy loss syndrome. Truly an unjust misfortune, isn't it? The higher-ups in Glamoth implemented such a failsafe within the genes of their warriors, just to make sure the Republic's most powerful weapons wouldn't fall into the wrong hands. As for the price, those Iron Cavalries weren't exactly seen as regular, independent humans, so there wasn't really a price to be paid. However, you are different. You're now a Stellaron hunter, a living being named Firefly. Naturally, you want to continue your existence, but with the Firmament Front gone, the people who know the secret and can cure the disease are nowhere to be found.
Are you suggesting that the IPC has a remedy?
Well, there might be a silver lining. That's all I can say for now.
I see. It's no wonder you said I can't provide anything of equal value. Because nothing I own holds any meaning. So, you're going to ask me to personally restrain my partners to ensure my own survival?
Unfortunately, that's not quite the case. Partners. A nice way to put it. Now I'm even more curious about the Stellaron Hunters. Each of you has your own identity and a special bond with each other. It's strong and intimate, and yet it allows for independence. Just as the 10 Stonehearts follow Diamond, you follow your own leader. I wonder what they are like, and if all Stellaron Hunters are like you, traveling on the path of finality, but struggling against your destiny, attempting to move in the opposite direction.
Oh, that's interesting. So obviously the Astral Express follows the path of Trailblaze. So the Stellaron Hunters follow the path of finality? That's interesting. That's new information.
I really hope that one day, all of you will come and visit my pawn shop. I'll be waiting patiently for that day.
Can I see this as an invitation? From Diamond to the Stellaron Hunters while keeping the IPC in the dark?
Consider it more of a personal offer from myself. It doesn't represent the IPC or the Strategic Investment Department.
The Stellaron Hunters have interacted with the IPC, but not the 10 Stonehearts. Our paths have never crossed. As for your offer, I can pass it along to my partners. But I have a question. You know who I am. And you must know that my partner is keeping an eye on this room. If she wanted to, she could let the entirety of Purepoint know about it within a few mere seconds. What drives you to take such a risk? And extend this invitation on behalf of Diamond? Even if it could lead to your downfall.
Simply put, you and I are the same. However, unlike you Stellaron Hunters or the Astral Express, we band together merely to obtain what we want. Each of us has our own past and destined ends, and on this journey, we have been invited by Diamond to join him. This journey could be either brief or long, as each of us carries a void in our hearts that can only be filled from the outside. So, Diamond made us a promise. To divide the power of the Emanator of Preservation into 10 pieces, and give each of us a cornerstone to fill that void. Mortal flesh is fragile, yet my heart is unyielding like the monolith. For without this resolve, the way of preservation would fade into oblivion.
I wonder if this means that maybe, lore-wise, Diamond is like... Because it sounds like Diamond is the emanator of preservation, right? That maybe if we are seeing the pattern of like, overall they pretend to be following one path while in the meantime there's a hidden path that's actually in control, like the Abundance and the Hunt on the CN show, and then of course Harmony and the Order on Penacony. I wonder if maybe Diamond being the emanator of preservation might be the last like actual follower of preservation on the IPC, and so the 10 Stonehearts are like the last people that they don't actually follow the preservation, they follow Diamond, who follows preservation, while the rest of the IPC might be following Veracity, maybe. Or it could be the other way around.
So, you understand? This pledge goes beyond a mere oath. It's our collateral in exchange for opportunities, wealth, survival, and a future. And whatever we gain from it will fortify the Stonehearts in return, allowing us to achieve the great cause of the preservation when the war among the eons eventually comes.
And I like that the little side note here says she said the preservation, but she meant Diamond specifically. Like, they are not loyal to the Eon of preservation. They are loyal to Diamond, who is loyal to preservation.
I understand.
Take your time, child. You don't need to give me an immediate answer. Like I said, patience is one of my greatest strengths.
If fate turns that page, our paths will cross again. It's a shame, though, that this pawn shop can't give me what I desire. My last attempt in Penacony. Well, it ends with hope.
Lady Bonajade? I've come to deliver the collaterals promised.
He also sounds southern. If that is a Walker, Texas Ranger reference.
Turns out, the meeting to decide the future of Penacony went much smoother than expected, with little debate. Oh, the Charmony Festival's opening ceremony is starting soon. I should head down and take a look. This airship has quite a few treasures. A bountiful harvest.
I love him so much. He's my little guy. Oh, optional chat with the guests. Adventuring is just here in projection and also hanging out with Boot Hill. I was not expecting that.
Remember, I can take you out with just one shot whenever I choose.
Oh, that'd be my honor. Don't worry, I hate cheating at the table.
You better.
Ah, look who's here. The great hero of the Astral Express. The most dazzling trailblazer in all of Penacony.
I'm gonna need to see more of Adventuring. I honestly love him as well. He's so stupidly smarmy.
Oh, you're here too. Long time no see, friend.
Do you always compliment everyone you meet, Adventuring?
Merely a greeting of platitudes. As long as you and I have an understanding.
Let's set aside those under-the-table dealings for now, partner. Don't want to spoil the festive mood of the Charmony Festival.
I agree. Now let's congratulate Mr. Trailblazer. I hear the family intends to thank the crew at the Charmony Festival. It's a real pity I can't personally be there to witness this. Well, my job was just to give the IPC an opening. Other things aside, I think I did a pretty good job at achieving this. While you were at Dreamflux Reef, we were actually close by. We wouldn't have been able to dig up so much dirty information without the help of a knowledgeable friend. But that emanator didn't pull any punches. My body couldn't hold out too long. Otherwise, this would have been settled in a much cleaner manner.
No problem. Punishing the wicked and eradicating evil is a top priority. Would have been strange if we sat it out. Making an entrance like that, us Galaxy Rangers are making a comeback. Reckon you'll meet quite a few followers of the hunt on your journey. Do me a favor, and pass on my regards, will you? Forget it. I'm not one to beat around the bush. I've got a score to settle with a high-ranking executive fella named Oswaldo Schneider. And this flamboyant fella here can help me find him.
Flamboyant fella.
The feud between the Marketing Development Department and the Strategic Investment Department is well known across the cosmos. But what I didn't expect was the involvement of the Galaxy Rangers in this feud. Looks like things are about to get spicy.
I love him.
Thank you. And I also hope you enjoy yourself, great hero of Penacony.
I'll pass. But I do hope you guys have fun. If you don't mind, let's play a few rounds next time.
Alright.
It's time to let down our hair and enjoy ourselves on days like this. I hope you can enjoy yourself to the fullest, oh great hero of Penacony.
Dr. Ratio, my other smug man.
Ah, yes. I remember you. Your performance at Herta's space station was adequate, I suppose.
I'm glad we retained at least 1% of your memory, sir.
No wonder that gambler likes you so much.
I kind of want to get his autograph, not gonna lie. I didn't know you were here too. Do you know Adventuring? Can I please get your autograph, Dr. Ratio?
Don't try to emulate that gambler's penchant for attempting to be overly clever. I'll let it go this time, but this won't happen again. Very well. The Charmony Festival is about to commence soon. Take advantage of this unique opportunity. The blend of work and play is essential for superior knowledge absorption.
You heard it here, probably not first, but you heard it here for sure. Dr. Ratio does say you can't just work and not play.
The executives of the IPC and the Guild say that we are strategic partners. Yet, from my perspective, I am invariably the teacher, and he, along with you and every other individual, is the student. From this perspective, Aventurine isn't what you'd call an ideal student. Yet, he's also not utterly obtuse. Alas, the void within him can never be filled by talent and knowledge. Let's hope he doesn't turn into a philosophical zombie. Saying such a thing merely indicates that you have not truly grasped the essence of learning. The principle of balancing work and relaxation is scientifically grounded, with the relevant proof process detailed on page 21 of the 31,467th issue of the academic journal Star Caesar. Acquiring knowledge aims to enhance living. Don't invert priorities like those dolts at the Guild. Then you'll excuse me.
He's fun.
I detest noisy gatherings, as they intrude upon my thoughts. What a waste of time.
Alright, who are we chatting with next? Black Swan? Acheron? Okay, it looks like Topaz.
Watch yourselves in front of the IPC.
Topaz and Numby!
Well, if it isn't my old friend. It hasn't been long, and yet, here we are again. How are you?
I'm in the mood for a job change. Life is going strong.
That's what I thought. I heard you guys pulled off a big stunt, cutting down the Oak family in one fell swoop. Such a pity I couldn't be there, or else I would have lent a helping hand. Look how bustling this ship is. Not bad. Someday when I'm less tied up, I plan to host a grand party on my eco-ship, and you'll all be on the guest list.
Are you also able to go boss mode?
Transform? What are you saying? Oh, I understand now. You're referring to Aventurine's cornerstone, right? Sorry. Compared to him, my ability is not as visual.
You don't have a magical girl transformation? Sad.
Guess there is no harm telling you. The abilities of the 10 Stonehearts' cornerstones are all different. Some can even read your thoughts, grasp your desires. So, be careful.
I imagine the desires one must be Jade.
Now that I think about it, it was good that Branya got there when she did in Belobog. If she came any later, we probably wouldn't have ended up as friends. Look how bustling this ship is. Not bad. Someday when I'm less tied up, I plan to host a...
Okay, who else do we have?
What services do you
I bet
require?
this is Lady Bonajade? Maybe? Possibly? Yes.
Hey there, lively guy. Welcome to the Bonajade Exchange. What should I call you?
My name is Kalis.
What a unique name. So, mister, what do you wish for? And what are you willing to sacrifice for it?
I think I've already done that. That's the beginning of this game. Make Nanook bow down to me. I want to be the CEO. Revive Akavili, of course.
Oh, this is your wish.
Yeah, sure. She doesn't even blink. You're guessing she doesn't have any sense of humor.
Sounds simple enough. Very pragmatic. Then, let's discuss the cost.
I'm listening.
To fulfill this wish, the thing I need is simple. The tail of an animal.
What animal?
Well, it's a two-legged animal with black fur, a round head, and long ears. It's omnivorous and is prone to mood swings. Most importantly, it has mastered the human language and can communicate. Bring its tail to me as collateral, and your dreams will come true.
It seems that Lady Bonajade is not without a sense of humor. You will have to admit, her skill in using dark humor is superior to yours. Hopefully, there are scissors on the Express. So, everybody thought for a long time that the black cat that's in Kafka's splash art was, Elio. But the most recent theories is that the trailblazer is the black cat. Because of the cat cake event on the Herta station. And so when she says cut off the tail of the black cat that can communicate, and we think that the black cat is Kalis, or the trailblazer, which one you picked, she's essentially saying cut off your own tail?
May fate bring us together again, Mr. Trailblazer.
It's a little bit concerning right there, but okay.
May fate bring us together again.
Okay, we only got one more. Hopefully we went in the right direction. We did not.
What service?
Okay, we are finally outside. Alright. Argenti! I just pulled your Eidolon, sir. We meet again, my dear friend. I'm so sad that his voice actor wasn't able to voice his lines during this section. So sad. Your journey of the beauty is even more elegant than mine. My most sincere regards for you. Even after achieving such remarkable feats, you remain humble and gentle. Such is the true mark of knightly grace. I have heard of your valiant deeds in leading others to vanquish the omen of evil. Though the tale bears a tinge of regret, you have undoubtedly championed beauty and justice. May Adrilla smile upon you. I really want to know if we might unlock some of the, like, rarer paths, like maybe an Adrilla path or an Order path, like, later in the game. And if an admirer of the beauty gets lost in the pursuit of power, they risk descending into the omen of evil, a form which is neither human nor beast. Although Mr. Sunday did not cross paths with the path of beauty, his actions were no different from the omen of evil, a lamentable soul lost in the path of righteousness, truly a matter of deep regret. Where were you? I'm ashamed to admit Inna's dream was too realistic. I couldn't bear to bid farewell to a fallen friend who had long turned into a beast. I lingered in the illusionary dream for far too long. Ah, his voice and smile were too vivid. I didn't pass the trial beauty this time, spending much time in self-reflection over my hesitation, yet I wished for Adrilla to remain my beacon, a banner for me to strengthen my determination for the beauty. Thank you, and may the beauty always be with you. Okay, so we have now talked to everyone. So it's time to get a good old seat. For
the festival hasn't started. Let's take a quick break.
Hi, we meet again.
Who's that?
Firefly?
It's really you! I knew I didn't get the wrong person. Yes, it's just, I didn't get the chance to say hello. There's still some time before the Charmony Festival starts. Do you want to chat?
You walk and talk with Firefly, stopping in your tracks when more comes into view.
Murder cases, a showdown with the IPC's ambassadors, the legacy of the Nameless, and a remnant of the Order who wishes to replace an Eon-created paradise with a dream. You guys even ended up shattering the dream. It's truly been quite a vacation. It's a good thing that you guys managed to overcome all those difficult problems. Congratulations! After the Charmony Festival's opening, will you guys be leaving again? There will always be somewhere. After all, you guys are on the path of the Trailblaze. Before joining the Stellaron Hunters, Elio told me that this journey will tell me how to live on. That's all he said. As for the rest, it's up to me to find out. So, I'll pay extra attention to any leads that will let me live on. This trip to Penacony is no different. Yes, initially I thought the answer might lie with the riddle of the Watchmaker. I was looking in the wrong place, but I did reap some rewards. Do you know Miss Jade from the IPC's Strategic Investment Department? Bonajade Exchange belongs to her. She told me her price, but... I know. But what she wanted wasn't my answer either. Of course, I want to live on. But... what fate owes me? I want it paid back, not passed on. No one else should be involved because this is a grudge between me and fate. Speaking of which, actually, I feel that I still owe you a formal apology for that matter with the performer of the Iris family. Even the smallest of lies can turn into a betrayal as sharp as a blade. I'm sorry.
Considering that I honestly do not remember what what you're talking about, I don't care, I guess.
It was an emergency, so I never had the chance to formally apologize to you. And admittedly, I was the one to blame. To me, hiding is much easier than being honest. Yet, I still want to try expressing my emotions as any ordinary person would.
It's that girl! Get moving! Arrest that criminal before the Charmony Festival's opening ceremony starts!
I can't believe they've chased me this far. Looks like we have to say our goodbyes. Don't worry about me, just go and enjoy the ceremony. The script hasn't reached its end yet. We will meet again.
See, what I'm curious about is if the Trailblazer is a Stellaron Hunter, Firefly is like such an honest person that it feels like she can't really act. That's why her script is written the way it is. Like, she straight up says that Elio keeps her script super like plain and not a lot of details because she cannot act or do harmful things to others on purpose. It has to just kind of play out how it's gonna play out for her to do it. And so like it's kind of weird if Kalis is a Stellaron Hunter for her to like not recognize him or be awkwardly acting around him. Unless she just doesn't recognize him.
I hope she's okay. But if it's only those two hounds again, she'll probably be fine. I'll send a message later to check in on her. Let's go attend the Charmony Festival first. Let's take a seat here. Everything is settled. But there's still some time left. Maybe I should take a walk? Forget it. I've done enough walking around already. Let's take a seat and rest for a while.
It's me, Firefly. I got it all handled. Don't worry, I didn't do anything rash. I've hidden myself away. It's a pity I won't be able to see Miss Robin perform.
Looks like I don't have to worry about her. Let's wait for the opening ceremony to start.
Sometime later.
Wow! It's Miss Robin! Hey, Miss Robin!
Hey, Miss Robin!
Over here, Miss Robin! Miss Robin!
Hey,
Miss Robin, look!
Distinguished guests, fellow family members, ladies, gentlemen, and friends from all over the cosmos, it's a pleasure to join you all in celebrating the grandest ceremony of the Amber Era, the Charmony Festival. Firstly, on behalf of the Penacony family's 5 major lineages, and on behalf of myself, I'd like to extend a warm welcome to all our guests. As you all may have noticed, this year's Charmony Festival is far from regular. Thanks to the efforts of everyone, this celebration is unprecedented in scale, with factions from across the cosmos in attendance. Not only that, the customary opening ceremony held at the Penacony Grand Theater has now moved to the Radiant Feldspar, the very airship you all stand upon. We invite you to express your warmest applause and deepest appreciation for Oti Alfalfa, head of the Alfalfa family, for his selfless devotion to the Harmony's cause. What makes this festival so uniquely significant? As is widely known, the Radiant Feldspar had to halt its voyage due to an anomaly in the Sweet Dream, sparking widespread discussion in the 12 Hours. Thanks to the hard work of Penacony's internal and external factions, we've finally gotten the Dreamscape back on track, just in time for the Charmony Festival. And as they say, good things come in pairs. The Charmony Festival not only celebrates this achievement, but also marks the relaunch of the Radiant Feldspar. And finally, the last reason. Does everyone remember the Watchmaker? In truth, the family has poured their efforts into this festival just to commemorate this legendary luminary, the father of Penacony, Mikhail Char Legwork, one of the legendary Nameless who laid the foundations of Penacony. In the most bewildering times of the planet of festivities, it was he who descended from the sky with his companions, who taught us through trailblazing where freedom lies. It was also they who led the vanguard in the pioneering of the Dreamscape, in exchange for what is now known as the Paradise of Harmony. It can be said that Penacony's splendid success today is deeply rooted in the trailblazing ethos the Watchmaker planted within us. Only by honoring this trailblazing spirit can we fulfill our mission and spread harmony to a broader audience.
Aww, that's so nice of her. She's talking about us. That's right, unparalleled.
And now, the Sweet Dream is back on track. All thanks to the Trailblaze, of course. If it weren't for everyone on the Astral Express, we wouldn't be able to successfully host this Charmony Festival. Thus, with unanimous consent from the 5 major lineages, Penacony's family, on behalf of all family members throughout the cosmos, offer a token of appreciation to the Nameless.
Oh, I wonder if it's gonna be a big one.
We will transfer ownership of the Radiant Feldspar to the Astral Express. A meager appreciation that we hope you will accept with grace.
I'm as shocked as everyone else in the audience. That was not what I was expecting.
Let us gift our applause and cheers to these brave and dauntless Nameless.
Nameless! Nameless! Nameless!
How are we supposed to take care of this
Now,
one on other
I
planets?
propose a toast to harmony, to the trailblaze, to the future of Penacony and the universe, and to the generous Alfalfa family head, Mr. O.T. Alfalfa. Cheers! Cheers!
To make a decision like that. This little bird is no less capable than her brother.
All's well, all's well. Right. But have you forgotten someone, my gray-haired friend? I put a bomb on this ship. You have 10 minutes to find it. Better hurry.
When did this get shoved into my hands? There are still so many bombs. Now's not the time for plot twists. I can't handle this alone. Time to create a group and inform everyone.
We got a problem. We got bombs on ship. Miss Sparkle will explain the situation personally. Fine, spill then. Let's go. You're good at reading the room. I like that. Alright, down to business. I like that I can kind of hear her soundtrack in the background, the whistling. Is everyone flabbergasted yet? Weren't Miss Sparkle's buttons all confiscated already? Why is the bomb... Ooh, I've lost the ability to read. Okay, let's go back and get this again. Okay, Miss Sparkle's buttons are confiscated already. Why is the bomb timer still active? Actually, all credit goes to our brave hounds. Thanks to their meticulous efforts in gathering the buttons, Miss Sparkle was able to press all of them, one by one. Miss Sparkle certainly worked her finger to the bone, pressing through a whopping 100,000 buttons. She spent a whole 48 system hours on it. What the fridge is wrong with you? Do not be crass, my silver cowboy. I see we got the Guns N' Roses ship going. Your appreciation is received. Of course, it was still down to Miss Sparkle's luck. I don't know why, but there was a total of 16,537 esteemed dream chasers who volunteered to help Mistress Sparkle bear her burden. Girls who like to smile. I have lost the chat again. Dr. Ratio, please. Oh my god. Alright, girls who like to smile are always the ones with decent luck. Anyway, the bomb Miss Sparkle placed on the cruise ship is hidden among 999 dolls. You bright-eyed people will surely find where the real bomb is hidden. Good luck. How many? Don't panic, we'll deal with this together. Everyone please don't make any commotion to cause unnecessary panic. I'll arrange for the family members to prep for evac, but we still have to rely on you all to find and defuse the bomb. The Oak family has always relied on the strength of the Order to guarantee everyone that death never occurs in dreams, but the blessings of the Order are now lost. Its consequences may be unimaginably detrimental. I agree. If anyone finds anything, please update the group promptly. The beauty is duty-bound. The IPC will end our aid too. Don't worry, everyone. Wanna bet who survived this? Okay, this cracks me up. My man's like, now that I understand the situation, I don't need to be in this chat anymore. I will start working on it immediately. Let's go!
All set. Let's start following the plan.
Find the bomb based on Miss Sparkle's wondrous treasure map. Of 5 of the 999 bombs. She's just too kind. Where are the rest of them, you ask? Just take a few strolls around the ship. Oh, I guess that's why they were like, do you want to continue the game? Because they were like, the game is about to do something. Okay. So I wonder if we only need to find that 5 or if, because it does actually say 999 on the thing. Ooh.
Ha.
Oh, these are the dolls we're looking for. This Firmer doll is a Sparkle lookalike. According to the book compilation of Sparkle vocabulary in the modern contemporary times, the term Firmer was first coined in the 2005 AE on the Sparkle planet in the Sparkle star system. Its original meaning is fluffy. Nowadays, the inhabitants of the Sparkle planets often use Firmer specifically to refer to plush dolls. In other words, Firmer doll translates to fluffy doll, 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 doll. It may sound peculiar, but considering its Sparkle origin, it actually makes a lot of sense. The Firmer doll is staring right at you. The Firmer doll continues to stare right at you. The Firmer doll eyes never blink. Honestly, if they did, it'd be quite unsettling. Anyway, it's just an ordinary plush toy. Can you really expect it to utter a single word? It must be pointed out that this doll has no suspicious features at all. It excludes from within its aura befitting of a Firmer doll, not an imaginary neutron bomb. Which means that there's no need to bother it anymore. If it makes both you and the doll appear rather pitiful, it's best to promptly put an end to this farce. There's progress with the bomb situation. I've got good news and bad news. Which one would you like first? Bad news. Always first. The bad news is I've found 131 bombs. The good news is none of them are the real bombs. The masked fool really know how to pull a stunt. Don't worry, process of elimination is also a problem-solving tactic. The evacuation of the family is underway here. The bloodhounds are hot on the investigation trail. Keep it up, everyone.
At least I made some progress. Gotta keep working at it.
Okay, so it did go up to 131. So I wonder if we only need to find the 5 that are marked on the map. So I found this one. So I need to go back here, or it might be even inside. Okay. I was wondering if I needed to find every single one, but it looks like I just need to find the 5 that are listed. And then everybody else will find the other.
You finally arrived, oh great gray-haired little one. I'm the constable around these parts, and right now, I'm posing as a bomb. Like it? Fine. I'm now the bomb demon then. Satisfied? If not, you'll just have to make do. Alright, now that you've found me, it's my turn to complete my mission. Next, I'll count down from 5 and then explode. 5, 4, 1. Did I miss a number? Oh, so it is. No matter though. I've never learned how to count before. I mean, Bomb Demon Doll has never learned how to count. I'm not even a real bomb. Was it surprising? Shocking? Horrifying? No? Really? Fine. That's too bad then. I really haven't learned how to win a girl over.
The constable doll finally falls silent. You open it up, more like tear it apart, though the sound's cruel, and uncover its true nature, a mere toy equipped with a remote speaker. Daggum Wubbaboo, I give up. What's wrong, Silver Cowboy? I found 217 talking dolls. And that's after I got help from the hounds and that man with the plaster head. Ayo, Dr. Adventuring. Dr. Adventuring? No, Dr. Rishi. Me over here just picking the wrong words entirely. Who knows when we'd find them all if we look for them ourselves. That's a shame. Knowing that the Fool's habits, I'm afraid we're gonna have to keep filtering through the wrong answers. Don't fret, the beauty will guide us. I'm sure it'll be the 5th one that I find. Okay, we have this one, this one. Alright, let's go inside. I imagine we were supposed to kind of follow a pathing. Like we would have found the one here after that first one. And then we'd come in here. Oh, I hear it's clicking.
We meet again. I am Penacony's famed detective. Got yourself into a pickle? I'm more than happy to help. But unfortunately, I'm preoccupied with a couple of unsolved cases. So, you'll have to wait your turn. Wow. Drat. It completely slipped my mind. Dr. Boom specializes in explosives. I need your help, mister. You've had quite a few run-ins with Dr. Boom. And with the recent bomb situation, you're bound to find evidence that proves Dr. Boom is the killer.
Oh my god.
The first case is the Soul Glad factory arson case. We found a hammer, a doll, and half a liter of unidentified fluid at the scene of the crime. Our forensics results showed it's a red herring. The second case is the Blue Hour auction robbery. A gang of masked thugs broke in, stole a fragment of the Astral Express, and left behind a large hammer, a doll, and a half-dead red herring at the scene. Those are all the details. The way I see it, there must be a link between these two cases that will be the key to exposing Dr. Bloom. I trust in your deduction. Which piece of evidence do you think is the deciding? Bing, bing! Correct answer! You're good, gray hair. Your mind is pretty sharp. Seeing as you've put in so much effort, I'll throw you a bone. The bomb's not here. This was only a prank I've craftily set up. Hurry, time's running out. You better find that real bomb quickly.
Sparkle's voice faded, leaving behind the doll's body buzzing with a white noise. It seems to be a pitiful doll was transformed into a megaphone by Sparkle. Also, what is with them using imaginary neutron bombs? If you are playing, when you're running around the CN show, you find like a post office and you find a package that's undelivered that's from Sampo that is an imaginary neutron bomb. That's like, you wouldn't forget about me, would you, Trailblazer? Essentially, and I'm over here just like, my man, calm yourself. My friends, I bring saddening news. Tell us about it. The trial beauty is especially dangerous. I found 145 adorable dolls, but thought they were the fool's bombs. Is this really not a trial of elation or something? No matter what, please be patient, everyone. I have a feeling that as long as our virtuous patience can persuade a driller with sincere conviction, even the most difficult of problems will be resolved. Mr. Argenti is right, everyone. Don't let your guard down. Okay. We got a little over half at this point. Okay, so we've done those, so I need to get to the front bow of the ship. I believe that's the bow. Okay.
Hello, lovely actor. You can call me the director doll. I often use this name in film credits. If you didn't know, I'm the one who directed the entire farce in Penacony. As the leading man of the show, what did you think? Feel free to share your thoughts. Well, actually, due to the current plot requirements, you're only allowed to say one line. So please try and resist the urge to share your thoughts. No questions. Okay then. What a pity. Since you're done asking questions and I'm done answering, according to the script, I must reveal to you the fact that there's no bomb here at all, thus causing you to want to kick yourself for spending this whole time listening to me prattling on, after which we will part ways.
I'm sorry if this sounds really faint, like the doll speaking, but like it's faint on my end too. Like the background music is really loud.
But don't fret, I've also prepared a gift for you. A dream bubble that has the thrilling life and death moments I shared with the beautiful memo keeper. If you haven't seen it yet, you should hurry up and look for Dr. Edward.
The harmless chatterbox plush doll bows affectionately to you, blowing you a kiss before bounding away and vanishing in the depths of the cabin with joyful leaps. The IPC special investigation team is wrapping up here. We found a total of 329 dolls, but no bomb. Thought I'd drop this update with you guys. Even you guys can't do anything about it? Holy forkin' shirt balls. This is gonna be a killer. Don't give up. We're so close to 999. The express crew is also about to be done. Keep up the good work, everyone. I'll be taking over the evac team now. Good luck, everybody. 826. Wow. Okay, so just the one that's all the way at the stern of the ship.
Hello, I'm a bomb. There's still some time before I explode, so you can take a look around first. Diffuse? No problem. Executing self-diffusing program. This won't take long. Now playing Never Give Up, Never Surrender by the trending superstar Asterically from the Epsilon 12 system.
I'm gonna cry at that reference.
Oh, hang on. Penaconi's family have not purchased the rights to this song. We can't play it here. How about this? I'll recite it for you. Next up, please enjoy a recital of Never Give Up, Never Surrender. Oh, aha! If you ask me how I feel about you, don't tell me that you pretend not to see. They will never give you up, never make you sad. They will never give you up, never make you cry. They will never say goodbye to you, never tell lies to hurt you. Praise, aha!
And after the almost tearful exclamation of praise aha comes to pass, all that's left in the doll's mouth is the lingering echoes of irritating cassette tape. Turns out that it isn't a bomb after all, but a vintage tape recorder. Wonder if there was any bomb to begin with. Or, since it's 999, there's actually an 1,000th one, and that is the bomb. We found the remaining $172 here, but they're also just dolls. What's going on? That girlie pulling a fast one on us? Long time no see, everyone. Miss Sparkle is delighted that everyone is busying themselves over here, and so she has me deliver a message. That's Miss Sparkle for you. She doesn't need an invite. Alright, enough jokes. Miss Sparkle says that this message is super important, so listen up. There are actually 1,000 dolls on the Radiant Feldspar to reward... I literally just said that. I've lost the chat, so we'll have to go back. I wonder, since the name of the chat bot or whoever's talking to us is where to view fireworks, I wonder if it's not a neutron bomb, but like actual fireworks. Okay, 1,000 dolls on the Radiant Feldspar. To reward everyone's efforts, Miss Sparkle has decided to be magnanimous. She would give you the coordinates of the final doll with the bomb to everybody. Everyone. This time I've allotted to everyone far exceeds 10 minutes, but let's all try to hurry up, eh? Something major going down if you're a slowpoke. I'm sure you don't want everyone to know that the family's protection over Penacony has been rendered useless, do you? Hurry up and move out, world-saving heroes. Everyone, don't be misdirected by her appalling prank. We'll gather at the coordinates. When we catch her, we'll definitely teach her a lesson she won't soon forget. Pouting
Not much
emote.
time left. I hope I make it.
Okay, it's outside. Oh, it's Firefly can't be the bomb. Alright, let's get back down here and get out. That would be ludicrous.
Is that Firefly?
Oh, it's in the pool.
46 seconds. 28 minutes, 45 seconds.
You're here! Looks like she also sent you a message. Since you're here, I'll just keep it short. Just over half an hour ago, I received a message from an unknown sender and rushed here as soon as I could.
27 minutes, 52 seconds. 27 minutes, 51 seconds.
The Sweet Dream has lost the protection of the Order. If it were to blow up here, the consequences would be unfathomable. I've scrutinized it for a long time, but the bomb's design is incredibly unique. As if it's been locked by some mysterious path force. Apart from its creator, I fear no one knows how to deactivate it. You mean the Watchmaker's guests? That's a pity. Based on my experience, I don't think any of them can turn the tide on this situation. The Memo Keeper may be able to teleport the bomb to a deserted location, but I have found a note inside the doll.
Warning, a mementic virus has been planted into this imaginary neutron bomb. Mementic life forms, particularly Memo Keepers, especially Black Swan, are advised to stay clear otherwise. Exposed individuals face a 72.36% chance of turning into a banana. Oh my god, not this as well. She means business. P.S. It's true. Try if you dare.
I don't know what grudges they have, but this path is a dead end, too. Actually, there might be another way. Do you still remember? The script said that I will experience death 3 times in the Land of Dreams. I think this moment heralds the 3rd time. You may already know that I have no way of evoking dreams. I employ a Stellaron Hunter's special method in order to enter dreams instead. This allows me to perform feats that typical dream chasers can't. As long as I can bear the pain of the Memoria pressure, I'll be able to dive into the primal memory zone beyond the dream and extend a lifeline to the Radiant Feldspar. I will take this bomb into the depths of the dreamscape, as deep as possible, where there are no living souls around. That way, at least no one will get hurt.
But what about you?
Don't worry. I believe that this Firefly armor will be enough to take me to where I need to go before the countdown ends. And maybe even make it back safely. At present, this is our best and most logical course of action. After all, a long story deserves a happy ending. I have some words to share with you, though they were spoken to me by Miss Acheron. She said that the so-called impossible is merely something. At the moment, there are many things.
The so-called impossible is merely something that is yet to happen. There we go.
Things that seem impossible. But are they really never going to happen? Maybe it's just that the moment to disprove these impossibilities hasn't arrived yet. Whether it be a literal ending, suffering akin to death, or a harrowing deathscape. Before the appointed destination arrives, they are all the same. Yet I can still make myriad choices. I also firmly believe that when that moment arrives for us to make a choice, the answer to our end will already be within our hearts. It is not destiny that shapes us, but we who shape destiny. The Astral Express and the Stellaron Hunters are like light and shadow. We walk on different paths,
that was a good transition.
intertwined,
moving forward and growing together. Maybe the end is predestined, but it is not today.
Since things are going too well, let's speed up the countdown.
Human life is short, just like fireflies to a flame. So if you have an answer in your heart, always remember, don't leave with any regrets. We have this right, don't we?
Since you care so much about other people's safety, why don't you go take a closer look?
You see, everything is possible in this land of dreams. We each came here with our own goals and realized them in unimaginable ways. Regardless if the result was a sweet illusion or a bitter reality. It was an answer we longed for, day and night. So, why do people choose to slumber? I think it's as you said. Because in the end, we will wake up from our dreams.
That was some shoujo ending right there.
When I arrived, I happened to see a child holding it. He said the flowers were prepared by Aunt Jessie for the watchmaker and the war comrade he'd missed his whole life. Mikhail would place 2 bunches of flowers here year after year. And after he left, it became 3. Your wishes will always be remembered by someone. Now, Penacony, as you hoped, has welcomed the dawn after a long, dark night. The path forward may not be a bed of roses, but at least people are prepared to step forth towards freedom. Tiernan, you can go home now. While the Nameless are also preparing for the next stop of their voyage.
But before leaving, we still have one last thing to do.
I imagine we're here for the old Nameless.
A fitting end to the tale of the departed. One could not ask for a better farewell. Go on. They're all here.
Ship of Fools. Successfully resolved the bomb threat and watched the grand fireworks.
Honestly, when I heard the conductor's request, I was pretty surprised. The Nameless. Those who trailblaze, doing good deeds but never seeking recognition. After all this time, how would we even find those 3 people in such a vast place like Penacony? But it seems, in the land of the dreams, anything is indeed possible.
History may not remember the names of the dead, but the stars will attest to their journeys. The first glimmer of light in the prolonged night often illuminates little, as it is fleeting in the darkness too vast. But because of this, people will remember. As long as something shines in the night sky, then when the first star falls, countless more will follow, streaking across the horizon. Brooklyn Tiernan, Rosalina, Jay, and Estella, we raise a toast to you, trailblazers of the Silver Rail. A toast to history that no longer remains silent. The passionate and courageous pursuit, and a voyage that traverses the stars.
Oh, do I have to do...
That statue. It wasn't here last time.
Looks like this is the last riddle that Mr. Gallagher left for us. In the end, we still failed to figure out his true identity, or if he was even a living person.
What should I say? I mean, this guy is definitely a history fictionologist, all right. I'm suddenly reminded of the time at the theme park when he said he was only 13 years old. Could that have meant something too? Either way, he's an enigmatic character for sure. At least our journey together in Penacony was real enough. And his loyalty and love for this land must have been real too, right? Gallagher, we raise a toast to you, the slumbering hound, to the festival's invitation, to all lies and the singular truth. If we ever meet again, please don't talk in riddles.
Is the Astro Express ready to depart Penacony?
Apologies, Mr. Mika, that we are only now bidding you farewell.
Oh, that's all right. You've all done so much for the Watchmaker, and we are forever indebted. Allow me, as the representative of Dreamflux Reef, to make another toast to all the nameless.
What will the people of Dreamflux Reef do now?
Many will continue to live here. Those accustomed to being awake will mostly have a hard time getting used to a life of darkness with their eyes closed. Though the order has faded, there must be someone to watch over this primal memory zone. Penacony's nights are long, and there are many who are still far from a good night's sleep. As for the sweet dream over there, we're still managing without it, aren't we?
Mika and residents of Dreamflux Reef, we raise a toast to you. Watchers of the long dream. To your tenacity throughout time, to each sorrowful night, and to the dawn that is finally upon us.
I feel like it's kind of weird that, like, we know he's dead and so his body is just here. It's not quite mummified, but it's giving the same concept of a mummy.
In the end, we still came full circle. This trailblazing expedition started from the moment you and a bellboy ran into each other. After going on a journey of many twists and turns, they still ended up where they started. Just like a clock's hands that turn round and round, the start and end of each day will always land on 12 o'clock. There shouldn't be much left to say.
Yeah, this round around the start and end of each day will always land at 12 o'clock, the advent of time moving forward.
This entire adventure started because of you, and should naturally end with you. And then, a new page will be turned. Mikhail Char Legwork, we raise a toast to you, Watchmaker of the Land of the Dreams, Nameless of the Astral Express, to Penacony's past, present, future, and the child's unwavering dream unto death.
With that, our duty as Nameless should be complete, right?
The trailblaze can illuminate the way. But ultimately, the future of a world belongs to those who live in it.
I still feel that Mr. McHale must have really wanted to witness this day himself.
What's on your mind, March?
Just a strange feeling. I had it a few stops ago, but it's super strong this time.
Why not talk about it? Maybe everyone's thinking the same thing.
I can't help but think that whether it's Mr. McHale, Mr. Tiernan, or Madame Rosalina, their lives must have been long, and they must have experienced plenty of stories. They were also young once, stumbling and bumbling around just like us, getting into scraps and mischief, that sort of stuff. Companions, enemies, journeys, adventures, all the sad and happy memories. The everyday that we're used to, they've lived through them too. But those things are all in the past. I know, but the thing that I can't get out of my mind is the present. It'll be easier to understand if I use an analogy. Like when you're reading a book. If one of its characters keeps running into obstacles and experiences an ending full of regrets, we're bound to feel a bit mixed about it, right? Because we've seen every nook and cranny of their lives, we see these people as special. So, even if there are parts of it that aren't really realistic nor logical, we still hope that their story gets a good ending when it comes. But what if they and we aren't really that special? When Mr. McHale sat in this chair, waiting for the Astral Express to arrive every day, what was he thinking? And if, at the end of his life, he could still firmly say he had no regrets, then what is this regret we feel in our heart?
I think each and every one of us is searching for the answer to this very question. The universe is vast, and our lives are but specks. The trailblaze never ends. But against the backdrop of the cosmos, the average person's lifelong journey is merely a short stretch. But it is in this minuscule distance that paths cross and countless worlds connect. The universe may not remember every person who leaves a tie along the silver rail, but we will, as long as we remember, their stories will never end. And what Mr. McHale has left for us is his answer to this very question. It may not be perfect, but it left a smile on this storied, jaded old Nameless's face at the end of his life, and its meaning will be interpreted by those who come after us.
It's not the answer that's important, but what we can learn from others' answers, right?
This is what trailblazing is.
Sure. I'm really sorry for bringing down the vibe. Quick, Don Hung, tell us a dad joke to lighten the mood.
Don Hung's like, nope.
It's never a bad thing to reflect. One day, we'll all have to face our own farewells.
But before that, we still have a long way ahead of us together.
So the most important thing right now is to tell the conductor what we saw in Penacony. Then prepare ourselves for our next trailblazing destination.
I should get back to the Express. Or maybe I could say my final goodbye to Acheron.
It's like, gotta go fast.
Do you still remember when we first arrived in Penacony? Who would have thought our paths would cross in such a way? Come to think of it, I didn't even get a chance to formally introduce myself. Simply put, I'm a self-annihilator who was cursed by the Nihility. My hometown was destroyed a long time ago, and the whole world was erased beneath their shadow. In order to fight against the cruel end of self-destruction, I went on a journey, in search of a way to sever the chains of the Nihility. After a long and grueling search, I am convinced that my destination lies within the depths of the dark web, where reality and the Nihility are separate. In there lurks a secret called Device 9. One day, I'll reach it. The ocean of stars is vast, and given our destinations, I'm afraid our paths may not cross again. But the trailblazing expedition ahead is always full of unknowns, and my blade is sharp enough to sever fate. As long as we maintain our original resolve, I believe there will come a day where we will meet again. Ah. In that case, I must apologize for my rudeness. Do you remember when we first met? I once said you reminded me of an acquaintance. Because of the Self-Annihilator's curse, my memories are stripped away, blurring my past. And after our journey together, what I originally thought were familiar feelings were merely illusions. I believe this was truly our first meeting. What do you mean? It's improbable that you've crossed paths with my past self. What I mean is, there is nothing left to retrace there. Only nihility. I see. You've also had a similar experience? Then you should know that this me and your memory of me are not the same person. Long ago, I too was like you, with irreplaceable companions. We also embarked on journeys, making the best choices we could, whenever we could. Unfortunately, we didn't achieve the outcome we wanted. But moments like this make me feel like they never even left. In this universe, there exist countless worlds that are similar yet different, and countless people who are alike yet distinct. I too have wandered alone, encountering acquaintances on strange worlds, seeing their silhouettes overlap with my past. In your opinion, what does this déjà vu mean? Attachment, desire, longing. They may all be right, but they are all incomplete. I believe it's not something external, but something that originates within us. An emotion that traverses time from a certain moment of our past to reach us. Perhaps it's a source of warmth and happiness. Or maybe it brings pain and sorrow. Each time we reminisce on our past, we always seem to notice a tiny but unforgettable instant that we left behind us, along with certain other things that remain constant throughout. That is a summary of our lives, encapsulating everything about us in these moments. Proof of our shared path. Within them, we glimpse our own essence. And thus, we truly, just like everyone in this story.
I read past what she says, and then I'm like, wait, I forget that people also need to hear her. Okay, just like everyone in the story, hurtling onward along the path of destiny with passion and courage for the things that breathe meaning into their lives.
Hurtling onwards along the path of destiny.
That's not what I skipped. Within them we glimpse our essence, and thus we truly exist. There we go.
With passion and courage for the things that breathe meaning into their lives. Set forth on your voyage without hesitation, Nameless. On the path of the trailblaze. Even if the ending has been predetermined, that's fine. There are countless things that humans cannot change. But before that, on the road towards the end, there are still many things that we can do. And because of this, the end will thus reveal a completely different meaning. This is the meaning of journey. All those things, beautiful before, are still so now. And I believe it will still bloom at the end of the nihility. Until we meet again beneath the sun's rays.
Aw, Pom Pom, why are we sad?
There. Chin up, Pom Pom. Don't be sad.
Wow. Your method of consolation is truly unsophisticated.
Still better than just standing there like a scarecrow.
Is March picking on Pom Pom again?
How could you say that? Don't be so mean. And while you're here, why don't you help me comfort Pom Pom? We told Pom Pom all about our adventure, and they suddenly started crying. I've never seen Pom Pom so sad before.
The conductor never cries. Pom Pom is never sad. Pom Pom is just angry. Yeah, angry. No matter where the express stops, you lot always manage to cause chaos. My well-thought-out timetable completely ignored. If you carry on like this, the express is gonna run out of fuel. That's right. Pom Pom is just angry. It's not because of Misha, Tiernan, Rosalina, and the rest.
It's okay. Oh, Pom Pom, just let it all out. Everyone, could you all take a break in the next car? Don't worry. I'll stay here with Pom Pom.
But...
Let's go, March.
Don Hung's like, you do not need to be here.
It's okay. Oh, Pom Pom.
Woo, I'll just remove myself. When are we gonna be able to get our own room? I love him. Anyway, when are we gonna be able to get our own room that we can design?
I never expected Pom Pom would be so distraught.
Those three nameless must have meant a lot to Pom Pom.
No one knows exactly when Pom Pom boarded the Express, but one can surmise that their journey has been filled with many hellos and goodbyes. Probably the fact that they're crying so hard is probably a good sign. It proves that Pom Pom's emotions haven't become dulled by the grind of time. They still deeply cherish every nameless who has boarded the Express and value every journey shared with them. Leave it to Himiko. When it comes to comforting, there's no one better on the Express. Well, they were a little emotional at the time, but I'm afraid that's not out of the question. Since you joined us, the Express has stayed longer than anticipated at every stop along the way. And to ensure that everyone always makes it back on board, Pom Pom has had no choice but to delay the warp jump schedule.
I see. No wonder I can regularly hear Pom Pom pacing anxiously up and down the corridor.
Turns out Pom Pom's been silently putting in a lot of work for us. Wow.
Different from typical vehicles, the Astral Express converts every trailblaze into the energy it needs to run. Ideally, as long as trailblazing expeditions continue without interruption, the Express will receive a constant flow of energy, much like a perpetual motion machine. But because of our previous encounters, fuel is being used up much faster than expected. We can probably only pull off 2 more warp jumps at most.
Only 2 more? Isn't that super risky? I don't want to become an ice cube floating around in space again. When you put it like that, it doesn't actually sound too bad. But I don't even want to become an adorable ice cube floating around in space again.
Which also means that we must prudently consider our next destination.
Can we please go to the mermaid world, please?
Yes, I've already checked the astral charts. The 2 nearest worlds to us are the oceanic planet of Lushaka and the agate world, Melustanen. As for which one we're headed to, that still requires a vote.
Or perhaps you might consider a suggestion.
Mermaid world, please, please, please.
Everyone, we meet again.
It's you! Why were you just in my room?
It's a very cute room, Miss March. Just like you.
Memo Keeper, let's put aside how you managed to sneak past everyone and board the Express for now. You mentioned a suggestion.
I accidentally overheard how the Express obtains fuel. I just wanted to chat with everyone to see if we could work together. But now, it appears my suggestion could be the very lifeline that saves everyone.
Please speak candidly. Depending on what you say, we could very well ask you to disembark.
The Permanence's descendant. What a charming little dragon, especially with those mired memories of yours. But I digress. If the Astral Express is in urgent need of a special trailblazing expedition to recharge its engine, have you all considered this? Perhaps your destination could be a world that even the renowned Akivili never reached. Should you be able to lay down a new stretch of silver rail, the Express may never have to worry about energy ever again.
Trailblazing to a world that even Akivili has never been to? Is that possible?
Continue, Memo Keeper. This destination of which you speak, what sort of world is it?
A world that many across the universe don't even know exists. A world hidden away from outside observation. Its presence only revealed by the light from the mirror of the Garden of Recollection. A world fettered by 3 paths, its destiny hanging in the balance. The eternal land, Amphorius.
I hope I'm not too late, child.
I wasn't expecting it to be you.
Don't you know how many sentry posts the family has built? And how hard it is to get you out of here?
Looks like my time's up.
What do you mean? What time?
Negotiation, interrogation, or death. My fate lies entirely in your hands, Lady Bonajade. The dance is done. Why bother with the compassionate pretense and give someone who's about to die the chance to talk?
Despite your fall from grace, you still look well. I'm very glad to see that you're so full of verve.
Do not insult my pride with half-veiled sarcasm. Have you specially come to see me, just to sate your vile vanity?
Oh, of course not. I merely came to fulfill your younger sister's wishes. To offer you a generous trade. That is, if you're willing to accept.
I am concerned on what Robin traded for this opportunity, but we will get there, I'm sure.
Robin?
To build a true haven where everyone can attain peace. That's the oath between you siblings, isn't it? If I told you there was still a chance to realize this vow, would you be willing to talk to me then? I recognize the gravity of this question, which is why you don't have to answer me right now. Go now. You are free, O Chosen One, who dare to exceed his bounds, sever your wings, descend to the mortal realm, and walk their lands. See what this world is truly like.
I will not accept your charity.
As I mentioned earlier, it's a trade, and you don't have to give me an answer right now. Rewards are not reaped in a day, and if there's one thing I'm best at, it's waiting. The sweet dream still continues, and the night is still long. You have plenty of time to contemplate your answer. A word of advice for you before we part ways. A word of warning from someone who's been in your shoes before. Life is too short to miss out on golden opportunities.
Man, everybody was holding out for a Stellaron Hunter Sunday too. Tell me, O Muse. That finally catches us up with the main quest. Interesting. What message did we get? Cool. That feels so cool, don't you think? Fireworks, cool. Yeah, you're getting the hang of it, aren't you? So are you curious about why Miss Sparkle is doing all of this? Do tell. Explain. Give her gloat session. Do you remember the prophesized 3 deaths? What's that got to do with you? Who knows? All I can say is that someone paid a hefty sum to hire Miss Sparkle as the director at Penacony. Seems like it's a friend she made while gaming. The client told Miss Sparkle to make sure the 3 deaths happen in the safest way possible. In return, they shared their script with Miss Sparkle. And what happened next? Well, a smart cookie like you can surely guess, Gray Hair. However, Miss Sparkle isn't some control freak. She let the actors decide how the story would unfold for themselves. Surprise question. Do you press the mutually assured destruction button that Miss Sparkle gave you? Yeah. I mashed it. Well, congratulations. You're the one who reshaped the 3rd death. She soared up in the sky and set off the most epic fireworks Penacony has ever seen, giving grand finale to the beautiful dream. And she herself was safe and sound, happiest ending ever. So congrats, Gray Hair. After all, you're the one who made the call and actually saved the Firefly girl. And that means Miss Sparkle will get paid as promised. Oh, by the way, to celebrate the successful grand finale, Miss Sparkle has decided to share another secret with you, Gray Hair. Juicy gossip. Let me know. You know what? Actually, Dr. Primitive is a huge fan of bananas. Go on. Is everyone there? I have something important to announce. The food options on the dining menu are about to be updated. The day has finally come. Does Passenger Kalis have some points of dissatisfaction to raise about the current menu? I guess he's probably about to complain about the pre-made meals again. Then let me give a piece of personal advice. Stop scrolling through food blogger videos. To business. The thing I wanted to tell everyone is that the Astral Express will soon be one of the shareholders of the Penacony conglomerate. The family and the IPC began formal negotiations soon regarding the Dreamscape's reconstruction plans and the commercial projects for the future. After this round of investments, the IPC will hold 30% of Penacony shares, and the Strategic Investment Department managed to secure a significant boon for us. When the financing is done, the IPC will transfer 5% of the stocks to the Astral Express to express their sincerity in developing a long-term partnership with the Nameless. Oh boy. Whoa, I don't know much about shares or options. It sounds pretty great. I'm more curious about how future dividends will be calculated. Are we rich? So does that mean we're gonna get financial independence and early retirement soon? Oh my, have you been living in poverty this entire time, Kalis? You must have had it rough. As a ceasingly trailblazing nameless, we got another responsibility to shoulder regarding this agreement. As shareholders of the Penacony conglomerate, we must bear the duty of being brand ambassadors and ensure the planet of festivities will no longer depart from the proper path of harmony. Your boy boss. It's time to make everyone submit. Wait, no. It's time for everyone to remember our name. Oh, it seems like Kalis is full of energy. What are you doing? Let him be, March. I can tell his determination from the words he typed. We can't stop him. Okay. So we can do this one finally. We can do this one finally. Okay, so it's over the 3 hours, which I was not expecting to stream this long, but considering we did like a little like, I can get Gallagher! Oh my gosh, I literally have every 4-star except for Gallagher. I will be getting this one. So we did like a little section, and so if this is literally what we just played, I'll just do that off stream because there's no reason for you all to have to watch me do that. So we'll stream a bit more just to see what the setup is and to do a little bit of the intro.
Where to now?
And then once we got the 2 events, if they're both events that I just need to do off stream, that should be good for the day. Hi, you must be Mr. Kalis. I'm so happy to finally meet you. I'm Tinan from the Iris family, the one who invited you. Since you come, let me briefly explain the test to you. Origami Bird Clash, oh my gosh, is a multiplayer trading arcade machine battle game developed by the Iris family with the Alfalfa family as investors. The gameplay is simple. Arcade machines are used for battles that have been placed all over Penacony, and you'll find them with the help of my map we provide. Recovered arcade machines will also be stored on this airship, and the testers can use them to play against each other. Alright, I won't bore you further with any more details. After all, it's much more interesting to try it out yourself. Let's take a look at the event venue. Come with me. Now, if you look over here, you'll find the first arcade machine of this event, Unit 01. Register your personal information on it, and you'll receive your own ID card. Exactly like that, yes. You now have your very own origami bird. As you can see, the design of each player's origami bird is tailored to their likeness. That's pretty cool. Shall we get right to the tutorial for newbies now? I am an NPC. Okay. Now, match more than 3 fruits of the same color to generate bombs. It's literally Candy Crush. Clear specific fruits to charge the bird. After full charging, the bird will produce... Okay, and that's the, let's see. 3... 3... 3... I don't see anything for 4, so we'll do this one. So we're barely higher than the other one. Hmm. Every time a certain amount of kiwi fruits are cleared, randomly triggers 2x2 detonation on the board. Clear the corresponding fruit to charge the bird and attack. Oh, the bird also gets bigger. I didn't even notice that. Great, you've mastered the basics. You can now use Unit 01's built-in map to find more arcade machines and unlock more gameplay and features. If you have any doubts or feedback while playing, please approach me anytime. Your support is what motivates us to do better. With that, I wish you an enjoyable gaming session. She's finally gone. The tutorial kinda sucks. What are you doing here? Take a guess. I'll tell you if you get it right. New game? Not bad. Glad to see you still got your wits around you. Don't worry, my hologram is encrypted. You're like only one who can see me right now. Well, don't you have anything to say after seeing me pop up in front of you so suddenly? Take a guess. I'll tell you if you get it right. Meh, I'll stop teasing. Remember the cheat code for the hidden map I gave you some time back? To ensure that everyone from the Astral Express can clear the stages, I specifically added a small Easter egg inside. Surprise! Didn't see that coming, did you? Hey now, don't get your hackles up. If I were up to no good, I wouldn't have waited until now to do it, nor would I appear before you now. Relax, the thing only works in dreams. Besides, the shelf life will be over soon. Can we now move on to more important matters? I'm here for a specific reason. The Origami Bird Clash game you're testing. Although the game is terribly boring and kind of mindless, the people behind it aren't simple. I'm sure you're aware that those guys in the IPC made use of the Charmony Festival to hook up with the family. But I bet you didn't know that this game is the family's way of testing the waters and show of goodwill to the IPC. The Alfalfa family invests in the game and the Iris family develops it and the IPC manages it. An intriguing combo, don't you think? It's only natural for me to be curious, no? Well, since you've agreed to it, let me use your ID for a while. Just place it over there and... What do you need my ID for? To play the game with me, of course. I'll copy the data from your account first. Yep, just place it there. Don't move. It'll take a moment. Got it. Let's see. Find clues according to the map in the arcade machine. Kalis, what are you waiting for? Hurry up and launch Unit 1. So, it's essentially still just like a, Candy Crush clone, but let's see. Look here, this is the explorable map for the round of testing. Now please look at the first arcade machine. Oh, I said Ouroboros too, but Jade reminds me of one.
Watch your step now.
Mr. Harry!
Feeling lucky.
A little birdie picks up the machine, way bigger than you, and flies away. That's it. That's a little simple even for a demo. It's pretty much just white box testing at this rate. Everything is so functionatory. Forget it. Let's just go back and see how the arcade built-in games are doing right now. I can't believe they had the nerve to release such a crude demo for testing. Shouldn't have expected better. Ready? Then let's get started. I want to see how they designed the combat system. Field effect. These are chest tweet. Good stuff will come flying out when you open them tweet. Just clear adjacent fruits to unlock them tweet. Look, 2 fruits have been replaced with fruits that correspond to the bird's ability tweet. Okay. Oh, you've got a good sense of control. Oh, Silbird Wolf. That's fun. It's surprisingly better than I expected it to be. Maybe I can take this as an opportunity to relax and have a break. What's up with you? I won? You know what they say about PvP games. You win a few and you lose a few. No need to get all worked up just because you beat me in the occasional round, is there? You're about to start dropping frames. You seem pretty good at handling yourselves in game, though. Next time, why don't we play... Ta-da! Congratulations! You've unlocked the first arcade machine. Now allow me to show you the Origami Bird arcade machine's built-in DIY feature. After winning an arcade machine battle, your ID card will automatically save the data on your opponent, granting you the Origami Bird skin and abilities. In other words, you'll be able to use another player's bird in combat. Doesn't that sound wonderfully exciting? What's more, by employing a special method, you can even print images of birds saved by your card. Here, allow me to demonstrate. Why is this piece of junk so tall? Couldn't they have spared a thought for Papeshi players when they were designing it? See, that's how you do it. Now try placing your own bird up there. Please place your preferred bird. You place the trailbirder on the arcade machine. Nicely done. We actually designed more game modes for the DIY mode, but they haven't been implemented, not for the test anyway. As amends, you can have this basic golden bird you saw earlier. Oh, and you can customize the design. The game mode itself could use some work, but I guess the peripheral gameplay systems aren't too shabby. Yep, that looks much better. Who died and made you Unit 01? Don't like it? Well, too bad. Alright, I'll leave you to it for now. I hope you enjoy the game. This NPC is so cheerful. If only the test had some of the vitality too. Okay. Well, it seems like the story mode's gonna go on a bit more, but it's essentially we're playing a video game, and we're gonna be working with Silverwolf for the story, but it's still just Candy Crush, so I don't want to bore you all with that. So there's that one. What about... And then, of course, once I get this cleared out, I will be picking Gallagher, because he's the only 4-star I don't have. So let's get this one done. And then we will call it a day, because by the time I finish this...
Why not make the most of it with a game?
I fully forgot I was playing as you, sir. I was very freaked out to hear your voice. It'll probably be like 3.5 hours. You're here. Come. Let me introduce you to the latest addition to our department. Oh, you're that Kalis that everyone's been talking about. It's an honor. I'm Matana. I'm only just arrived at the space station. It's nice to meet you. It's about a combat simulation tool that Shiling shoved in my hands. It's called the Stella Flare. That's right, I was the one who called you for you to help. Good thing you were around that time. Early prototype test results were encouraging. The security department even expected that this program had the potential to be submitted to the IPC for business applications. At worst, it'd be kept on the space station for training purposes. Yes, Matana's right on the nose. We feel it's great about this project, which is why the department sent me to assist you in the hopes that we can optimize this tool. As per the requirements, I gave this version of the program a new name, Stellar Shimmer. New version, new beginnings. But to be honest, I'm feeling really anxious about this. To be involved in such a huge project so soon after I arrived, I think stress is about too much. Keep calm. The source code's already been iterated once. We've also cross-checked with the security department's requirements and optimized the simulated combats process. Enough of the internal jargon, Grumpy. We should get down to business. Sorry. Occupational hazard in any case. The program has been optimized, but it still lacks a combat master to complete its testing. That's why we sought you out. It's a bit sudden, but you were the first person I thought of when it comes to battle prowess superiority on the spaceship. Will you be so kind to help us out? Fantastic. With an expert helping out, this will surely be a success. The program has been loaded on the terminal by the side. As for testing, we're counting on you. Okay, so I thought this would just be one of those, like, this one's just a battle simulator. Okay, cool. Alright, so that has covered everything. And then... Oof. Oh boy. That was a stretch. Ow. It's like you're missing a quest. Anyway, so next time, so Sparkle did mention it. We have not finished her memory that Dr. Edwards gave us, and so that's what we will be doing on the next stream, because then we should be up to date on all of our purple quests, and then we can start taking a crack at these blue quests. Seeing me like having so many is starting to be irritating. But yeah, so thank you all so much for being with me on this like kind of long stream. I would say today went pretty good. We our biggest win is of course that we got E1 for Argenti, and we also got the next level up in his light cone. So that's really exciting. And then like I said, I will be saving up all of my future wishes pulls. Oh my gosh, I literally have a standard banner pull that I forgot about. I was so excited to pull for Argenti. Okay, standard banner, we are at 60, so we might actually get a 5-star. Hopefully it's Kara, 'cause she's the only one we don't have. Oh! Interesting. We did not get a character at 70 pity, so probably next stim pull then. But yeah, so I will be saving up all of my future pulls for the Foxian
Nice.
botanist, is not the Foxian doctor, and of course getting the light cone for Dr. Ratio. So those are our plans. I hope to see you all next week, and I hope you have a lovely rest of your week and some good sleep. We all need it. So goodbye everyone.